I'll be honest, I was kind of tempted to fuck off and play in the rain all day, but I did make another commitment to be here, so
Well, I'm glad you felt the motivation to join us. Okay.
it is in fact a little better than playing in the rain.
Ouch. I'll try not to take that too personally.
I used to live in Arizona, dude. Don't take it personally at all.
I grew up in Washington State for a while, so I got sick of the rain there. Playing in the rain was more of just a state of existence than something you'd want to do.
It's like, I have to do this or die.
It's like I have to go outside and it's raining, but it's always raining for like 3/4 of the year. Then I moved out here and everyone's like, "Yay, it's raining." I'm like, "Ugh, it's raining." Never lost that sort of sentiment about rain.
It's
Never
really...
lost that hooray sentiment of rain.
Though I have slowly grown towards the it's snowing sentiment because I did when it hardly snowed in Washington, so it was a big event.
Yeah.
But here it's just Tuesday.
It's just a Tuesday. Yeah, so we'll get started in just a second. I'm writing something up that I totally ghosted on. The thing is, I prepared quite a bit of stuff yesterday, but I don't know why I ghosted on this stuff. It clicked out of my mind. So...
Well,
Still
is
waiting
Kiko
on-
gonna be here for this?
Huh?
Kiko?
Is he not in yet? I'm sorry, I don't have to...
Not yet.
Nope.
Okay, well, while we wait for him, I'll finish this up anyway. I'm assuming I didn't hear any... He didn't DM me saying he was canceling. So hopefully he'll show up here in just a minute. And if anyone's in the YouTube chat, by the way, just letting you guys know, I'm not treating this any differently than our recordings. It's just, we're going to be live streaming them now. Just because there's barely anything I do to edit it, because I don't want to edit them down. It's just a general, genuine D&D game. Additionally, I just don't want the players or the game to be interrupted by super chats or anything like that. So, yep. During intermission and at the very end of the game, I will check over chat and stuff like that, and thank any super chatters at that point. But otherwise, I hope you guys just sit back and enjoy the game. Once we get started, oh, I say we. I'm a little bit behind today, so I'm just trying to get everything all set. Okay. Alright, now. Alright. Okay. So I think I have all the important... I know. Duh. Of course. I'm almost an idiot. Is Keiko in yet?
Nope.
Damn it. Alright. I think I have everything on my end all set. Alright, so let me DM Kiko, see if he's joining us or if something went wrong. Or did you guys already add him?
I added him, but we'll see.
Usually he's not late, I don't think.
There he is.
Aha!
Ah!
You got here just before I sent that threatening message.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was playing Enlisted and I didn't see the messages until like I just finished. Sorry.
Well, we all appear to be here.
Okay. So, now that everyone's here, and I believe I've gone over everything we need to... Alright. Alright, everybody ready to go? Everybody all set, I assume?
I believe so.
Alrighty then. Hello, gentle adventurers. As we left off last time, great, already starting out great. Last time, you guys were in the manor of Lady Ruga, and you were accompanied by Braun. You were just assigned your task to go interrogate Boric, as well as sift out and figure out what's going on in the catacombs of the city. But before you even set on your journey, you heard a large crash down the stairs, and additionally, you also heard a scream. So you guys were heading out to go investigate and check that out last time when we ended. So, that being said, I am going to quickly... Alright, so you guys are still there. Aw, great. 1 second. There's always one more thing.
One more thing.
Classic cartoon.
Thank you.
That is one that I do remember.
It's the miniatures this time. It's always a couple things. Alright, so... grab you guys right here. Alright, you all were about to head out. There you go. I have my enemies prepared for you guys. Right here. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, we're running out over to the entryway where we heard the screaming. Lady.
Did anyone want to do stealth? Anyone want to... or did you guys just want to run in?
So the first thing that I will do, because from previous experience, I shouldn't use a flamethrower in my client's building. It didn't go well last time. So I will be deploying my Eldritch Cannon. However, it will be deployed as a protector. So that basically emits a burst of positive energy within a 10 feet radius, and everyone within it basically gets a number of temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus your intelligence modifier.
Does that mean your intelligence modifier or the individual person's intelligence modifier?
Each person's, I'm pretty sure, is what it means. So basically, everyone rolls I'm reading it. It is my intelligence modifier, and I roll a d8, and everyone within that 10 sphere gets that many extra hit points.
That's going to be very useful for land.
If you roll really well, that'll be very useful. Damn. Alrighty. So
Yes,
you roll for that.
I believe Kiko would like to sneak as well.
Landrin is going to... Landrin is going to cast Magic Weapon on this little short sword.
Okay.
Thanks. Alright, where's my d8?
22.
22 on stealth. Alright.
There it is.
So, everyone's hit points increased, and
Right, so I'll put the turret, and I'm gonna kind of set it down, so it's gonna be moving along. I'd recommend Landrin you stick close to it.
Now, do we only receive the temporary hit points while in the aura, or do we
You
get
get
the
it, but
temporary
if-
hit points
if-
and then we can move out?
You can move out and you have them. However, I can redo the shield later on during my turn, I think as a bonus action. But you have to be within that 10-foot radius for it to affect you then.
Okay,
I
so
don't-
does this count before battle action, and then we all get the temporary hit points before we go in? Or is this something we have to do once battle starts?
I say this is a preparatory thing, so you can do it before battle starts.
And it can be re-upped during battle. But you just have to be within that sphere. Alright, so let's roll. Roll the 5. Let's see the intelligence modifier.
I believe you have a +4, so that'd be 9 total.
Okay, so everyone gets 9. That's a 1d8, so yeah, everyone gets 9 extra hit points.
Alrighty. So, Kiko, you rolled stealth, so I assuming you want to go in first, see if you can and so did Jacoria rolled stealth as well, so...
Oh, that was me just bullshitting around before we started.
Okay, that
so
was
myself.
that was before.
Yeah.
All right, so you're just pushing it. All right, so the only official roll there is then Kiko's. All right, so Kiko, you rolled stealth. You rolled 22. So I assume you're heading into the main room.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Alrighty.
And if I'm not heading to the main room, someone's heading in before me, and I'm hiding behind them.
All right, so you rolled a 22, so you successfully sneak into the room.
God, I'd love to imagine that he's sneaking in and just hiding behind Landrin.
Alright, so you guys safely sneak into the room. Everybody roll me perception.
I never rolled a stealth check. Landrin's not sneaking, he's running.
I know, you guys aren't in the room. Are you still running in the room, though?
Yeah.
Non-sneakily? Okay.
Non-sneakily, it's time to go.
Yeah,
That's not
what
good.
I figured.
Well, at least Kiko's stealth. So while Kiko is doing this ninja accurate crawl, doing this really careful, like he's like blending into the shadows, all of a sudden this little 2-foot kobold is just Alright, so you enter the room, and what's everybody else doing? Well, before I even do that, so Landry,
I rolled an 8 on my perception.
Okay, you rolled an 8. Alright, what did everybody else roll in perception?
Let's have a look-see.
7.
7.
Natural 20. My first of the game.
Damn. Alright,
16.
Alright, so as you enter the room, Landrin, because you ran in so gleefully, you had your eyes peeled and you were looking around, making sure everything is all
Gleefully
set.
is a very strong word.
And before I say... One second, I gotta roll for... Okay. Holy... Okay. So, you enter the room, Landrin, and immediately, you enter the room, and the first thing you see are these 2 half-orcs. They got slight hoods over their heads, and in dark robes. They're clearly basically trying to hide their identities, but they're not very good at it. Nor do they care, seemingly. You notice that over here, one of the bear statues has had its head cleaved off, and the butler... Of course... And the butler is currently on the floor, face down, bleeding out. While the maid is currently cowering behind the statue that has the bear head cut off. And these 2 orcs are like, "Where's the lady? We got business with her today. Isn't that right, brother? Indeed we do."
Away from her, knave!
Would be a shame if one of these orcs took a bolt to the face.
Alright,
The
so
sneak attack damage.
so as you enter the room, this little kobold, even up the stairs, they could tell they tower over you. They look up to you and you said unhand them unhand her, knave.
Away from her.
Away from her. Okay. All right. So the orc right here kind of looks towards you. And by the way, at this point, I want everybody to roll me.
Initiative?
Yeah, I'd say initiative. I'm thinking about it. Because even if Kiko's all set. Landrin, you revealed the party's there, so at the end of the day, yeah, you all gotta roll me initiative. And I'll roll initiative.
23 on a 20 on the die. That's 2 natural 20s in a row. What is going on here?
Natural 20 as well. I got an 18, and then I get +2.
Damn, they rolled terribly. Alrighty. So let me write down.
I go on 14.
Let's do it this way. Alright, so initiative. Alright, so I'll do it this way. 15 to 20? Did anybody get anything in that range?
Yeah, I got 20.
Oh, you got 20.
I got 20. I got 23.
So,
Asmo, look. Asmo, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm looking at the screen and I don't believe those 2 green numbers I'm looking at. I got both the rolls I've had in the last 2 rolls have been natural 20s. I've rolled nothing but 20 all night.
Well, the night is young and full of terrors.
I've got the most natural ones in this game. What is going on here?
Don't tempt fate. Just knock on wood. So you just
Fuck it. Heaven or hell. Let's rock.
Alrighty.
Let's go.
So Battlestars, you're the only one who rolled in that bracket of 15 to 20, right?
Yep.
Okay. So 10 to 15 in that range.
I got a 14.
Alright, so recall.
And Kiko got a 17.
correct.
Okay, why didn't you call that out?
I did.
I didn't hear you over the thing.
I'm sorry.
Alright, so Kiko Vendragoria. Alright. And the 5 to 10 range.
Everybody's covered.
I don't have Landrin down. Landrin, where were you?
I got
You
a
got a
natural
20.
20.
Fuck. Wait, so both
I told you that 3 times.
So both you and Belisarius both got nat 20s?
Well, I got an 18, but I get +2 on initiative.
Oh, okay, so you didn't get a
it's
nat 20 though. Okay, so that means Landrin's at the very top. There. Alright, everybody's written down. So, alright, so Landrin, you're going first. What do you want to do?
Well, he's in 30 feet of me, right? The one who just chopped up a bear statue, I believe.
Yep, that would be him.
All right. I know this has not rolled me anything above a 2 the entire campaign, but I'm gonna get my little D20 out of dice jail. Come on, bastard.
Alright. So what are you specifically trying to do right now?
I'm rushing over, and I'm going to attack the one who is closer to the maid lady.
Alrighty.
Sort of attack. Jeez. Okay. What's
Alright, you're gonna fall just short of him, actually. Right about here. You were 35 feet away. So do you still want to run over, or do you want to do something ranged?
You could probably run in cover. I've got a spare light crossbow I could pull out of the bag of holding you could use.
Yeah, but you're all the way over here. You haven't even fully entered the room.
True.
I'm going to use the dash action then, and I'm going to interpose my tiny, minuscule form between the orc and the beheaded bear statue.
Already?
Half orc, I'm sorry. Already, and that is going to be turn.
Right, no bonus action? Or was that your bonus action?
That's my action.
Okay, and you have
The
no
dash
bonus actions?
action lets you move farther, and no, none of my bonus actions help here because they're all concentration.
Gotcha. Alright, that means you're up, Belisarius.
All right, so I'm gonna let's see. Is this the that's a balustrade kind of right there? We're kind of up on a thing, aren't we?
Yep,
So
you're up on the second
I'm assuming
level.
that's like partial cover.
Yep.
All right, so I will move up along that, and I will pull out. Let's see, what should I? I'll take out my heavy crossbow and just work from range for a bit, and then I'm going to, and then my eldritch cannon, the little turret thing. I don't know if I'll keep it on me or I'll place it in a spot. I'll keep it on me for now.
Okay.
Let's see. Get to my thing. Alright, so I'm going to fire at the... So from where I'm facing, it would be to the right of my character, the orc that's right there. Is that a clear shot for me, or...
This one? The statue, it obscures the main portion of his body, so you would be shooting... The only thing that you would be able to shoot over the statue with is his head. Which would be a disadvantage shot.
And then that other person is directly in the way of the other one.
Well, the butler is face down, bleeding out on the floor, so he wouldn't be obscuring.
So he's prone.
Yeah, he's
okay.
prone. So you would
Right,
do have a fairly clean shot at the.
All right, I will take a shot at that one then.
Okay.
With the heavy crossbow. So that's +1. I'm trying to. What's the stats on that? Oh, I guess I gotta roll hit first.
You know, there's a quote that sums up my situation rather than... Oh, jeez.
Wait, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 13.
13. That does not hit.
Damn it.
Alright, so the orc, as the bolt comes piercing at him, it hits just slightly scraping the armor of his shoulder, revealing his chainmail armor. And you hear the cling as it just slightly scrapes over it and hits the wall behind him. And he looks at it, looks at you, goes, "You like bolts, huh?" Mocking you. Alright, is that going to do it for your turn?
Let's see. The only other thing I'd have is a bonus action or movement. And no one's used up any of like the temporary hit points, so that's probably it for now.
Alright.
Because that's my action. What's that attack?
Okie dokie. Now, hold up. Alright. Gotcha. Okay. Alright. Kiko, you are up.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna do my second story work, and I assume Kiko's hidden, right?
Yeah, he is the only one 100% stealth. They are not aware of you.
Cool. Well, hopefully they're not gonna notice me when I'm going to... I assume there's like a railing in front of me.
There is a railing.
Cool. Kiko's gonna like hop over the railing, and using my second story work, not using any extra movement, to climb down and move up to behind the bear statue.
Alright. You rolled... How much you roll in your stealth? Okay.
22.
Considering the circumstances... Alright. So, they don't notice you as you very slyly, as the orc is laughing, his fellow half-orc that kind of turns to him is also like laughing at the missed shot Belstarius hit, and just like the chink on the armor. While they're distracted doing that, briefly, you slipped over the railing, and where'd you want to move to?
Kind of like right behind the bear statue, in between them and me.
All right, so right there.
Well, like more closer to the edge, so I can like peek around.
Yeah, like that.
The other edge. Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna pull out my hand crossbow and attack him from stealth.
All right.
Would that be rolling with advantage?
That would be with advantage.
Neat. Oh wait, no, I don't have a hand crossbow. I have a short bow. Close enough. 21 to hit.
That hits.
They take 6 damage to the closest orc. Probably should have said that before, but oh well. Oh wait, no.
Don't forget
Not
your
just
sneak
6.
attack
Yeah,
damage.
sneak attack.
I was about to
Losing
say.
my mind here. 12 damage to the nearest orc.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to hide again, because I have,
Bonus action hide.
yeah, cunning action. Just going to, hide away again.
Okay. All right. So the.
22.
All right.
Stealth.
So the.
It's one of those days.
I feel like that's a bug, but we'll roll with it. All right. So you slyly just to the nearest orc right here, and as he's like his neck slightly turned to his brother, all of a sudden in his side, like really like to his gut, almost to his stomach, you right through the chainmail, and he's like, and as he hurls down with the pain, the second shot hits him in near the shoulder, near his heart. And reeling from the pain, he barely takes a half glance towards your direction, but you've already moved out of the way, and he didn't look in the direction. He had no idea where those shots came from. He just assumes they came from the balcony somewhere, but he doesn't see anyone with a crossbow or a bow up there. So he's just reeling with pain, but he kind of just shrugs it off and goes, "Hey, you. You think that's enough to bring down an orc? Half orc or not? This ain't nothing." And he just pulls both arrows out. Blood spurts out from the injuries, but you can tell this guy is hardy. He's taken some hits in his time. He's still standing, and he is pissed.
He's going to hear from somewhere in that direction. Ha! Nerd! And that's it.
Now he's got this, like, pulsing vein in his head. Alright, so that does it for your turn. Decoria, you're up. Right here.
So, yeah, do I have line of sight of the one that was just sneak attacked, or is the statue obscuring my vision?
The statue is obscuring your vision, like with Belstarius. At best, you would have a headshot available to you, but that would be a disadvantage.
Okay, the other one, though,
The other
I have
one,
a direct line of sight to
you
him.
do have a direct line, as like I said before, the butler is prone, and he is perfectly within your view line of sight to take a ranged shot at him.
So, as a question, since we have the high ground, do we have advantage on attacking them?
So many memes. I will say yes. You do have an advantage in this spot.
Okay, I will bonus action hex the guy that's furthest away from me.
All right.
And then I will Eldritch Blast him.
Roll 2. Right, so
That's a 23.
Okay. That hits. And
That's 8 points of damage, and then with the hex, 1 point of necrotic damage.
all right. So 9 and 10.
Damn those ones! Damn those ones!
They're coming. Your luck is starting to run out. Alright,
Oh,
so
no.
that was for the first orc. So, 9 points of
Yep.
damage.
So 9 damage total.
Alright. So you launch the Eldritch Blast at him after the Hex, and it blasts him into the chest. He tumbles back a little bit, little back on his hind leg for a second, and then bursts forth and goes, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that." And he's now baring his teeth, his little tusks popping up. He's got this. Both of these two orcs are... They took these shots like champs, and they are both pissed. But you guys definitely hit them hard.
As speech, you have 6 seconds, so I would like to say, well, then come and get me, and make a persuasion. That's a nat 20.
Alright. What did I put that up against? Would be intelligence I would put that up against? Oh, either way. Yep, he's now got his eye on you. He wants you. Alright.
Kinky.
That does it for your turn.
What a waste of a nat 20.
It worked.
What do you think I
What a
feel
waste.
about being first on initiative and being too fucking...
It's like you basically just flipped him off, and now he's like, I'm gonna kill you. Alright,
Well,
so...
I mean, I'm the tank. Let him aggro me.
Alrighty. So, okay. So, the first orc, after you blast him with the Hex Blast and pissing him off, he is now completely ghosting that Landrin is there. Because now, he wants to fucking kill you. So, the orc... Let's see, how much is his movement? Alright. So... Where's my ruler? The orc now begins a full sprint. He rages. He is now pissed, and he's now making a beeline for you. Alright. If I recall correctly, it's 30 feet. And let me double check. Does rage give bonus to movement? No, it does not. Okay. So, he beelines for you, but he can't quite get all the way up the stairs to you in this initial, again, beeline for you. So, he's gonna... Okay, I didn't get that. Okay. So, he's gonna hold off there, and he has no bonus actions applicable to him here. So, that does it for that orc. Orc number 2. So, orc number 2 sees his brother run off, but... You know, he gives a turn and sees Landrin. Because you're the only opponent that's nearest to him, and he knows you're there. So, you know, Nanjin, you see this wide, toothy grin appear on his face. Because he's like, I'm going to crush this little stamp on the ground. And he makes his move to you. Alright.
You know, I just want to say one thing before I die. The civilian needed help. If we didn't do anything, as far as I knew, the civilian was going to die. And I want to quote something. I want to quote something that sums up Landrin's position.
Alright.
Why do we have to do it? Because we're here, and no one else is going to do it for us.
Through that. Alright, so out from under his half cloak, he pulls out his great axe. And he makes a swing. Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
Alright. And he brings it down on you. And now I gotta roll damage. He's raged, so it's 2 attacks. So that's 2. 1d4, 1d12s.
Wait, did he go into a... Just to ask, did he go into a frenzied rage?
No, just a rage. So it's only 2 attacks, not 3. So his first attack does 9 points of damage. And the second does 11.
Right, Landrin's down.
Alright. So the half-orc in his very, very imposing rage rams the axe down and slashes Landrin all the way from shoulder to hip. To the right side, from the left shoulder to the right hip. Slash! Bursts and gushes of blood come out, and he brings it around for another strike and spleers open your around where your belly is. Blood just pours out of you and blasts on the statue. And the maid behind you screams even louder. Ah! As you fall to the ground, and you are now going to have to make saving throws. Obviously not yet. Alright, so Landrin is down. Landrin is down, and that does it for the orc's turn, because, again, nothing applicable for a bonus action here, because you're already down. Right, so he ends. So you're down, and he ends his turn by just turning, and now he's curious to find the fucker who shot arrows at him. All right, so that does it for the orc's turn. All right, Landrin, you're down. You have to do your saving throw.
Saving throw.
Yep.
Huzzah! Fail.
Knock it.
There's one marked failure.
One fail. Oh, fuck. Okay, I don't want to lose Landrin. I gotta play a fair game. Alright, so Balstarius, you're up.
Alright. Let's see. Alright, so I see past the predicament Landrin is in. I know that orc is specifically going after Decoria, so I'm going to... Let's see, I'm going to make a beeline over to the balustrade sort of on the other opposite side of the staircase.
Okay,
if
so
that's within my distance. So yeah, roughly about there.
Alright. What's your movement again?
30, I think.
So...
Or as close as I can get.
The closest you can get is right here.
Can I go somewhat more diagonally down towards the staircase a bit? Oh, yeah, right there.
You can go...
Not like super close to that other orc, but just like a little bit,
You can go
a little
about
bit more up. Yep, right there.
Alright. You go here. Alright, what do you want? So that's your max movement. What's your...
Alright, so from there, let's see what would be the best thing to fire. I will fire my crossbow. It does more damage, so I'll roll to hit.
Alright, which one are you going for?
The one that's attacking Landrin.
Well, Landrin's already attacked. Landrin's down.
Well, no, yeah, he's down, but he's
Alright, so...
not dead yet, I assume.
Nope, he's not dead
Well, it's only one death. Well, it's only one failed death save, so I have to fail 2 more.
So I will... Hey, ooh, natural 20.
Oh, yep, that hits, obviously.
And, alright, so that is 1d10 plus 2. That's a 9, so 10, 11. That's 11 piercing damage.
11 piercing.
I don't mean to distract from this, but if you got a natural 20, you actually add another d10.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Nat 20 automatically.
Yeah, that's per
So
damage source, by the way.
So 7, and that's plus 2 again for the crossbow.
No, you don't add that again.
Oh, okay.
Plus
so,
2 again doesn't get added.
Nope.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's... So what I got that was 11 before, so 18 damage.
Plus 7. No.
Alright. So... Wait, is that 18 damage plus
That's
7,
18
or is
total.
that 18 total? Because that
It's
confused
the
me.
total.
Okay, I'm just clarifying. Alright, so... Let me do the math. My brain doesn't want to do the math there. 17 total. Alright. So, you wind up your crossbow bolt, and empowered by what you could best describe as the closest thing to an emotional connection you've established with these flesh bags, seeing Landrin gushing blood on the ground after being so nice to you. Though, you know, it's not this overt feeling. It's a slight tinge of I'm not happy you did that to someone I've gotten to know. So you wind up with mechanical precision this crossbow bolt and fire it towards the guy's head. And just slightly misses his head, but the crossbow bolt basically pierces through his forehead, right through the bone, and you swear you see a little bit of brain there for what little a half-orc has, as the arrow flies as the bolt flies past, and now his head is pissing blood. It is gushing out, and it's getting in his eyes, and he's like, he is now in utter agony, and he falls to one knee in all the pain as his head is just refusing to stem the leak of this pouring amounts of blood. He is
Dude, your scream was so good. Oh. Sorry, your scream was so good the mic couldn't capture it.
Oh, you cut it off. Yeah, unfortunately that'll happen.
Dude, it was rad.
So, as he's like doing this on the ground, he is still not dead, but he is with what little like focus he can. He's now got his eye on you. He is pissed, but he still wants to kill the fucker who flipped him off before. So now he's a bit torn. All right. So that is that it for your round, or did you have a bonus action you can perform?
Let's see. I don't think there's any bonus actions because I just, like I said, I have my Eldritch Cannon set to Protector, but no one's within the 10-foot range.
Right.
And did that attack on Landrin blast through those extra hit points, or?
I had 19 in total. He did 9 points and then 11.
Ooh.
Which suggests we're dealing with 5th level berserkers. Barbarians, whichever.
Barbarians. Alright, so... Alright, so that means Bill Sturgis is done. Hold on. Alright. How do I want to do this? Alright, so... Kiko.
Yep. Okay. Well,
Well, hold on. Let me double check something. Because I may be wrong here.
so have you rolled their perception checks to see if they even see me?
I just rolled a perception for someone. And they rolled a nat 20. And now I'm... Okay.
Oh no.
Alright, let me...
Someone sees me, and I don't know if it's the orcs or not.
Does an 18... Wait, no, hold on, let me plus... That would be...
For the love of God, let it
21.
be the orcs.
21. Does a 21 hit you? Or hit through you? Your AC?
Yes, it does. It very much so does.
Okay.
My AC is 14.
Okay. Alright. Hold on.
That would hit me even if I had my armor on. Because my armor only gives me a +1.
Alright. So... You take 3 points of a... That would be piercing. You take... Yeah. You take 3 points of piercing damage to your back. As a seemingly invisible force, these two piercing prongs hit you in your back.
I don't mean to be a jerk, but if I got a natural 20 earlier, does that mean there's no way for me to see those guys?
Well, it's somebody who entered the room after the fact.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fuck. Double fuck, triple fuck.
Yeah. And
no.
to be fair, though, if you actually, I want Kiko, roll me perception real quick.
Perception. Let's go.
With advantage.
It's advantage because I'm right there, huh?
Yep.
Because I just got stabbed.
Yep.
17.
Alright. They roll their stealth. You don't see them!
I figured not.
Oh, hold on. Let me do the disadvantage, actually. That was just a regular roll. What? How? I got two,
What do you mean, what?
I got 2 nat
What do you mean,
20s
what?
in a row. What?
Ah.
Yeah, you don't see him. There's just this invisible force, and when you look over your shoulder, it's just the room. Something hits you. You have no idea what, or where, or how.
Natural wonders. That's
Yep.
what we are.
Yep.
That's not good.
Why is that's the one time as a DM you want bad rolls is because you're like, I just want to cut these guys a break for a second here. All right, so that having been done, it's now your turn.
Huh. I don't like this at all.
Oh, do you not? Do you not like this now?
No, I don't like being here by myself.
I just want to point out, I got DMs from certain people in the group complaining that, oh, I love the game so far, it's just a tad easy.
Who the fuck said that?
I won't
Who
expose
said
them.
that?
I won't expose them, but they said it to me.
Oh, wait a minute.
You jinxed everybody.
I'm sorry, guys. That might have been me. Didn't mean it. It was easy. Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, Kiko, you're up. What do you want to do?
We
Sorry,
were all
guys.
having fun.
We were having
We were
fun.
all having fun.
I had to open
Oh,
my
this will be
mouth.
my first TPK.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You know what would be a shame?
If there was a
so-
TPK, yeah, that would be a shame.
Yeah, that would be a shame. But it's fine. I have a backup. Remember those
Say
gunpowder
it.
barrels I
Oh,
had?
no.
Yes.
No.
I remember.
I want to point out that there's a dying civilian very close to both of those orcs.
Listen, it's only a small barrel. It's only a
I
single.
want to. It's a single barrel of very good quality shit.
It's a pound of gunpowder.
Think of how little there is in a single grenade.
Well, these are just big grenades.
Think of how big a blast rate is of just a grenade is.
Ooh. Well,
Don't talk him out of it. If that's his choice, let him do it.
I was hoping someone would actually try to talk me out of it because this is a really bad idea.
I'm trying
Alright.
to talk you out of it.
Cool.
All right. It's up to
Bonus
you.
action. I'm going to
Wait, what was your primary
Dash.
action? I used your primary
I
action to
haven't-
throw the grenade?
haven't done anything yet.
Oh, okay. So wait, you're already doing your bonus action?
Yes, I'm going to start with my bonus action.
All right.
I'm going to use my bonus action to dash up back to where I started, effectively. Like, climb back up over the rails.
All right. So the rails are 6 feet up, like the hard marble stone rails. So you'd have to reach up. So you'd be very exposed in reaching up and trying to crawl back up. So I will make you roll stealth with disadvantage.
That is fine if they see me. Actually, at this point, I'm really not doing stealth.
All right. So you're not gonna bother with stealth. All right. So
Yeah, not even gonna bother stealth with that. Like, it's
You-
just...
you run over and you hop and pull yourself up, and as you do, the orcs both, like, even though they're both in these horrible ounces of pain, both spot you. You are now fully aware to them. So you pull yourself up over here.
Pico's gonna pull out the barrel with the gunpowder.
Alright.
Like, little rag sticking out of it.
Alright.
And a flint and steel. You know, like,
Do you have a fuse? Or something equivalent? Like the...
yes,
Okay,
the claw sticking out of it.
gotcha.
Wait,
Alright.
wait, it's AoE damage.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, you understand
think
what
I-
I'm doing.
I hope, I pray.
I do have some custom snats for these, by the way, so... I'm curious to see...
Well-
Alright.
This could go entirely the wrong way or it can go entirely the right way. We're going to find out. Kiko is going to light the fuse and toss it against the wall over there on the...
Like over here?
No, towards the where I got stabbed at. Where Kiko got
over
stabbed
here?
at. Yeah, right there.
Ah, I see what you're doing. Alright, so you toss the grenade.
Kind of like, well, actually not exactly like at the wall, kind of like a little bit out from it. Like, maybe like 1/4 of the way between it and the pillar.
I don't think you have to roll anything for accurate. Roll me!
Probably a dex check.
Yeah, roll me dex.
Here's the thing with area effect weaponry, you pick a spot where you.
Well, still gotta hit that spot.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So I'm just trying to see his accuracy with his throw. So yeah, throw me dex.
Yeah, so in previous editions, it's like DC 5 to hit a square, but that's entirely subjective and up to you. Because I don't know what it is in 5e. Yeet. 8.
Well, let's hope you go with that DC 5.
If not, it looks like we're rolling a D8 to see where it goes.
All right,
Which direction?
So I'll just say we'll do DC 5. So you toss it, and in its arc, it hits over here. And
Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Moment of truth.
And as you hear this, a massive explosion blows out all the windows in the room, and part of the wall crumbles over here.
Oh no.
Yes. I tried to talk you out of it, but you did what you needed to do.
That wall is
I was trying to avoid
blown
destroying
in.
the mansion.
And everything
There's no
within...
kill like overkill.
So it's hit here, roughly. So everything within up to this radius is hit.
Oh no.
Now to roll athletics.
Look, I told you that civilian was going to die if you threw that thing.
Oh wait, he is.
Hold on.
Luckily for you, Landron's unconscious, so he has no idea. And he can't call you out on this.
Both of
Also,
you
there's-
are also on the other side of a statue from the explosion. So take that as you will, I suppose.
Actually, hold on. For my teacher save, that would be a DC 15. Okay, so that is a dex save. So hold on, let me roll that for the mystery character.
Huh. I just hope they don't have uncanny evasion. Or wait, uncanny dodge? Whatever it is.
All right.
Combine
I
the
will
two
say
things.
this knocks them
I
out of
did.
stealth, though. So, after the explosion from the shadows rolls successfully away from the blast radius, just using this statue as a cover, they are... Well, they rolled pretty good, so... They are on their knees, so they are not knocked prone. But who you guys see is a familiar older gentleman who you met before with the caravan.
Motherfucker.
Everyone roll me perception. Just make sure how well you guys see him right now.
Don't you mean Belisarius, Kiko, and
Everyone
Decoria?
who can roll me perception at the moment, who is not currently dying.
21.
9.
Alright. Kiko, you recognize that son of a bitch as Angus Flint.
I made friends with you, you bastard.
And so the older gentleman that you guys met, for recap, is the older gentleman you guys met at the caravan. He was very shady. Nova really didn't want you guys associating with him. You learned a little bit about him through their conversation, that he's a guy who's attacked people pretty much unprompted before. He was the closest thing to security that the caravan had before you guys arrived. And even that is done with massive air quotes. In your interaction with him, he wasn't the nicest guy. But he also wasn't the evilest. And here he is now. And he is in his full rogue garb. And he's got this look on his face like, what the fuck was that?
Out of curiosity, how singed or damaged or beat up does he look?
His clothes were singed from the initial blast. However, because of his natural instincts and his nimble... despite his age, his nimble movement...
So you're saying he didn't take any damage?
Nope. He totally passed the save.
He made the DC.
Yep, he totally passed the DC, which I've been rolling good for him so far. Like nat 20s with him several times.
Jesus! Oh no!
I'm hoping
no.
he is got some lucky rolls today. So Angus in a shock and horror at the explosion looks at you guys and just kind of grins like, "Heh, nice shot. You almost got me. Woo!"
I'll get you with the next one. Trust me.
All right, Kiko, that does it because you did your bonus first, and you then.
I didn't do my movement actually. No, I think about it. Because I used my bonus action.
Okay, true. You did use a bonus action for that movement.
I did not use my movement.
Okay.
So,
Where would you
what's
like
gonna happen? What's gonna happen now is oh no. I probably should have saved my bonus action, actually. Instead of using that to move, but it's too late now. Okay. I'm just going to charge the orc that's... I'm going to move, like, kind of on the other side of the orc.
So, like, over here?
That's on the stairs. Yeah, somewhere like that.
Right. So you move over here?
Yep. I'm gonna get up right in melee with him and pull out my rapier. I got this.
I got this. Alright, so that does it for your turn. Jikoria, you're up.
Okay, series of questions here. Now that he is further up the stairs, I am presuming he is going to lose advantage on my attack. However, since Kiko is now in his range and could potentially be hitting him, do I still have advantage when I attack him?
I will say you still have advantage.
Okay.
Actually,
so
no, I'm going to say you just have regular. Not advantage, not disadvantage. Given the damage and ruckus that just occurred and Kiko being right there, I'll say it's just a regular roll.
Well, that's unfortunate. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Big money. Eldritch Blast. 22. Does that hit?
That hits.
That is 9 damage on my Eldritch Blast. And for my Hex, he takes an additional 4 necrotic damage. So 13 total.
Alright.
Which is not halved.
So minus 13 total. Alright.
Yes,
so
that is correct.
You charge up this blast and yank it right, yoink, yank, yoink, whatever. You chuck it at the motherfucker, and right in the fucking chest. He is not doing good. He is not a happy camper. After you hit him down, he kind of falls to his knees, and he is got this like pale look. He is, and then the blood begins to pour out of the injury as the eldritch energy fades away. All of a sudden, it's just like a waterfall. Blood is pouring out of him in his chest. He is, and the edges of the injury are just this pale, corroded, almost decayed flakes of flesh. As you can see the inside of his ribs, and you can see his now charred lungs as he slowly slumps over. Now pouring blood.
Nailed it.
He is not doing good. Alright, orc.
That orc is a good day.
That orc is down. You still got one left to deal with. Alrighty. Alright, so Decoria, that is your turn, unless you have a bonus action you'd like to perform.
Do I really want to waste that? get me well within range, but I am doing okay. No, I do not.
Did
I will
that
do my turn.
that one attack, did that work through Kiko's temporary hit points I put on him? I'm just debating on whether or not to use the bonus action to do shield again.
Did I get? Wait, I'm sorry. Did I get?
Yeah, like when you got hit by that stealth attack earlier.
No, I only took 3 damage. Like I still
Okay,
have
so
like.
we're probably still good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have most of the
So-
temporary hit points.
Does that machination have its ability to move on its own?
It's right now it's on me, but I could put it down and it walks like a little mini spider walker thing. It's like a little turret.
Got 4 legs.
Yeah, but it's got like, I don't remember how much. I think it has 15, I think, a turn. I'd have to check again. I think so. I think that sounds right.
Alright. So... Is that it for Jagoria, or...?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn. That is
Okay,
correct.
just clarifying. Alright, so... That was... 2's out. So the orc down the stairs, who's in the rage, sees his he sees the other orc now just lifeless, pouring blood all across the staircase as it trickles down. He has this look of absolute horror. Like, his eyes are welling up in these strong tears. And he bites his lower lip so hard blood begins to pour from it a little bit. And he screams, "No! Brother!" And now is making a beeline for the nearest fucker he can kill. And while he does this, you hear from Angus, "No, you idiot!" But the orc is not listening, makes a beeline for Kiko. He's enraged, so here we go.
That's not good.
Alright. Does a 17 beat your AC?
Oh yeah, by a mile.
Alright, I gotta roll for the other one.
None of us are tanks.
Does a 17 as well. So yeah, so they're both 17s.
Yes.
Okay. So as he's walloping his great axe, he's running at you with his blind rage. Alright, so that is... Fuck, where'd I put those? Alright, whatever. Alright, so... He does 13 damage total for his 2 attacks. So the first swing is this really massive, overarching, as you just see almost in slow motion, this fluid, perfect chop as it blasts right through you. Well, your back's and your miniature's back's kind of turned, but I'm gonna say your side's more what he's facing. He cuts into the side of you, really almost piercing into your rib cage, just chunk out of your side. And as he comes for the other swing's a lot lighter because he's just bringing it up, and it's a quick slice to your chest, but it's not as deep, not as imposing, but it's another solid hit right through you. So that, like I said, that's a total of 13 damage. How you looking on HP?
I have more than half.
Okay.
Ouch.
But you took a good hit.
9. Let's see, 9. 9 taken out of that means you only took 4 damage from your max total.
Oh, I took 3 damage from the 9 earlier. Unless, wait, question. Whenever I went back into the area of the shield, but I've got the.
I have to roll again for my bonus action to re-up it on my turn.
Okay, gotcha.
It's not active right now.
Okay, yeah. So I'm currently missing a good bit of HP.
Alrighty. And that brings us as the other orc is down, and this orc.
Kiko's up, just not looking good.
Landrin, another save and roll.
Do I use roll 20 or do I let the die fly from my hand?
Whichever.
Ever has been kinder to you so far.
Yep.
Well, roll 20's been way kinder to me, but it's what gave me that 7 just now. So it's like, why not try?
Knock on wood.
4. Let's just say it failed save.
All right, take the second notch. One more, and we lose Landrin.
Oh no. I would like to state for the record that I never said the game was too easy. I said you let us get away with too much stuff.
Roughly same meaning.
No.
I interpreted
not
it
even
as the
remotely
same.
same using.
I interpreted it the same.
Unfortunately, this is a DM ruling, so if that's how he interpreted it, that's how he interpreted it.
Fair, and I can't dispute that.
And to be perfectly honest, I didn't develop this in mind. Like, I'm gonna make this harder. I actually just made this encounter was written before you said that. So.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm enjoying this. I really am.
Alrighty, so Landrin, you failed that one. Belstarius, you're up.
Alright, so I'm gonna move. So I'm gonna take it's basically halfway down the staircase, so I'm kind of flanking that other orc.
So like here.
And then I'm going to drop my Eldritch Cannon down. It's going to be like basically right between me and Landrin.
I'll use a d6 to represent it. So like right there.
So it's within. So he's within that 10-foot range of its thing.
All right. So you dropped it down.
Yep. So I'm gonna have to roll again. Let's see. That was trying to remember.
So this is like the best you can do for like healing right now, right?
This is the best I can. The only other thing I have is cure wound. Is an artificer cure wounds. That's it. So this will.
I just want to ask. I don't think, as much as I'd love to get up, as much as I want to get up, I don't think temporary hit points bring you out of unconscious.
No, they don't. But
don't.
They stabilize you, so you will stop making death saving throws. So if you don't want to fail your next one, I'd let him do it.
It'd be a good idea.
I'm saying that's a really cool thought, and I appreciate you guys trying to help me not die, but I don't think that's how I don't think temporary hit points stabilize or heals. They're additional.
To you, DM.
I'll make the ruling that in this case, I'll allow it to... It won't be a heal. The moment the effect is lifted, he'll have to make saving throws again. But I will consider it. How much in the negative are you, Landrin?
Oh well, let's see. He put me at negative. He put me at -1, exactly.
Right. And how many extra hit points does this give him?
I'll have to roll to find out.
But the minimum would be 1.
Yes, the minimum. So I rolled an 8, and that is plus my intelligence. So that's 5.
I will say it's stable. I would say
13. That's 13 extra hit points.
It stabilizes. It doesn't undo the saving throws he's done, and all it does is mean you don't. As long as that effect is active, you do not have to make another saving throw. I will consider it a stabilization.
I just want to point out a fun fact. If I didn't run into this fight with those temporary hit points, he would have done exactly enough damage to kill me outright.
No, made the right call on that. I was debating whether or not to use that or force ballista, but I decided on
Yep, and now it's going to prevent you
support.
from having to roll another saving throw. Alright, so... Yeah,
And then that was my bonus action, and that was all of my movement. So I have my regular action. So I'm going to turn, dropping my crossbow. I'm going to pull. Basically, my arm opens up, and out comes a extendable sword, and I will swing at the orc right there.
Hey, remind me of its stats.
Basically, rapier stats.
All right, so it's a rapier, not a short sword.
Yeah, it extends up to the reach of it.
Okay, so rapier. All right, so I'll
So
consider
you also get an advantage because you're...
I just realized you guys are with the exception of Landrin, everybody in the party is kind of like one of the 3 musketeers because you all have rapiers.
Yeah, I just use the rapier stats. It's close. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
but it's
to
the
describe
equivalent.
it,
That's what I'm saying. You all have the equivalent.
It's broader than a rapier, but it's it's definitely more thrust centric. So it's a very stiff, stabby blade.
The really fucked up thing is that means Landrin
You said it's really stiff.
Yes.
You mean?
All right, so
fucking hell, I can't say anything.
It's actually, kind of can't hear you right now. You kind of sound like you're down a tunnel.
Keep going.
What's that?
Penis. Testing.
Ah.
Okay, you still.
Yeah, that was the
quiet.
joke I was making. Yeah.
Alright, I'll just turn you up artificially until it fixes itself.
No, I'm just saying random words to see if you guys hear me now.
Yeah. Alright, it fixed itself by the sound of that. Alright, so we're good on that front. Alright, so you're gonna hit him with your wrist blade.
Yep. So I am rolling to hit
Alright, roll.
16, and I think is that plus dex, because it's a dex weapon, isn't it?
Yes, right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
That
finesse
is
weapon,
that is
so-
a finesse
yep.
weapon, so it's always
Dex,
plus dex.
so that's plus 2, 18.
I'll say you're
Alright.
in melee with the orc that Kiko's in melee with, right?
You
Yes.
just barely hit through his AC. Alright.
Yeah, I'll say. I believe you get advantage because we're both in melee with them.
Yeah. Wait, are you both?
So
Well, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
you might want to roll that extra dice to see if you get that, sweet natural 20.
That would be great. I keep forgetting. I think that's the one rule I keep forgetting is that when multiple.
I did get better. That's 19, then it's plus 2, so that's 21.
Alright, so in other sense you hit, but it's not a nat 20, right?
No.
Sadly.
Okay, so it's just a regular successful hit. Alright, roll damage.
Alright, so that's 1d8 plus 2, that's 2d8s, right? Wait, no, that's 1d8 plus 2 damage, sorry. My brain is being poop.
Shao Kai.
10.
Oh yeah, nice. Alright, so how do you want to do this?
So, how am I attacking him?
How are you killing him? How are you finishing him off? What's
Alright, so basically
what's your
I-
epic murder?
Alright, I turn to him. My hand parts open. It comes out just like in the video game Republic Commando. And I go right into him, right into his side, under his rib cage, like and up, and then I twist.
Alright. And as you twist the blade and he puts his head up and he screams to heavens, he kind of turns to you and he wants to like grab you like one last time and just kill you. But as he turns with the blade in his lung, he falls and leans against you, and you slightly moves aside and he plops to the floor.
Seems you can't catch a breath now, can you?
Stick around. Alright, and that
Filthy,
means
disgusting meat bag
is
as he falls to the ground.
alright.
Your disgusting meat juices all over me.
Okay. It's okay, and that's it for your roll, your move, Belstarius.
Yep, that is everything I can do.
All right. So Angus turns to all of you and puts his hands up,
Well,
and
son of a bitch.
he says,
I was just gonna attack him.
"Well, it's been fun. It's always great to see new friends, getting around in new places, but I'm too old for this. Bye."
Is it his turn? Whoa, wait, back up. Is it his turn?
Wait. What is his turn in the turn order? Does he go
Wait,
before
wait.
me?
Yeah, he's before, because Belisarius just went. He's right after Belisarius, before Kiko.
Does he go before? Oh,
Yeah, that's where he's been the whole time.
he has.
That's why
He
there's
stabbed
that's
me
why there's
before
always been
my
a
turn.
gap between your turn, Kiko.
Gotcha.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
That was his role in the initiative. So he opens up his palm, and these little sacks fall Let me roll. Actually, I don't think I need to roll if those are successful.
Before my train of thought goes somewhere else, you said that the temporary hit points stabilize. So by that logic, the old man butler is stabilized because he's right next to Landrum.
He's already dead.
You just have to take fucking everything from us today, don't you?
The fatal wounding.
He was killed before you guys got even in the room.
Yeah, that's not surprising. Like,
The near fatal wounding, and as soon as he seemed about to recover, suddenly felt the icy hand of death upon him.
Alright, so... Okay, so I don't roll for that. Alright, so... Once the sack hits the ground, poof, this big puff of smoke shows up. I will roll this. Sweet Jesus with the nat 20s. Alright, and as the smoke dissipates, he's gone. Oh, let me double check something.
I have a clarification question.
Go ahead.
So the one that died first on the staircase, you did not make it sound as though that he was actually dead. Did he die, or is he like slowly bleeding out?
Okay, let me ask you something. If someone's lungs are visible and charred, with the flesh around the injury rotting away, pissing blood, that doesn't sound like a dead man to you.
Well, I did not hear that clarification, so.
You know who does sound like a dead man to me? The dwarf we're supposed to interrogate. If we don't go now, guys, go now, huh?
Did my mic cut out?
I
when
was talking
describing...
about the orc that we had knocked down, and he,
No, we heard, guy, shut the. We heard everything that you said, Asmo. I'm saying I followed up with, do you know who does sound like a dead man? And I was talking about the guy we're supposed to interrogate because he's going to get assassinated because he's a loose end. Somebody go now.
well, right now, there's orc bodies that can have loot.
To clarify, he's fucking dead. Just to make sure, he's dead.
We heard you.
Well, you didn't hear me the first time. So
I heard you the first time.
You did. They didn't. So I'm clarifying. Just so the party understands. He's fucking dead.
Yeah, he kind of toasty right now.
He's the necrotic energy is sizzling off his corpse. It's like a fume.
He will soon be a pile of mush.
Somebody go. We don't all have to be here to loot. Somebody go to the dwarf. Somebody go to the tavern. Hit on the motherfucker until we get there if you have to.
Alright, you other two who have not negative charisma and are faster.
I believe Kiko is significantly faster. As in, Kiko can run 30 feet, standard action 30 feet, and then bonus action 30 feet.
Well, you guys don't know for a fact where he went. He just disappeared.
We're not... No. I think you're missing the point. We're not trying to follow him.
Okay.
We're trying to prevent him from stabbing... I don't even remember the asshole's name who sold out. The dwarf. The dwarf, I cut his hand off.
Or a calf.
Actually,
yes, we're going... We want someone to go there so he doesn't get his throat slit because he's a loose end.
You guys are out of initiative, so anyone can move however they want right now.
Yeah, I'll say, is it possible that we can make a perception check to see perhaps where he went, or like hear where his footsteps or something? I know he's a rogue, but...
Well, he rolled a nat 20 for stealth.
Wait, was that nat 20 earlier, or is that nat 20 now? Because he's running
that was
away.
the nat 20 now for his disengage.
Oh. Well, I could perhaps roll a nat 20.
If you wanna try and roll a nat 20 to see where he went, for sure you're out of combat. He's making a beeline out of there.
No, I know he's making a beeline.
But if you want to roll perception or investigation in this case to see if you can find any kind of semblance of footprints in the dust left behind the rubble, from the side of the
Perception.
wall being blown out.
Perception. No. He is gone.
He's gone. It's just dust.
Stupid question. Would Cure Wounds do anything for Landrin? Because that's all I can do right
now. It would get me out.
It would
come back up.
He'd come back up. He wouldn't have to make another
I will walk over and I will do that.
Alright. So
I have to save my meatbag business partner.
Alright, remind me, do you have to roll for how many points you give him, or...?
It is... Let's see, for Cure Wounds, it's 1d8 plus 3.
Alright, run roll.
Is 3 your casting modifier? I thought your casting modifier was in.
That's just what I'm looking at. So it's regain 1d8 plus 3 hit points. Okay, yeah, that's my spellcasting modifier, so that's intelligence.
Okay.
So it'd be 1d8 plus 4.
I'm just going off the character sheet on D&D Beyond. Just that's easier to read for me. Yeah, my intelligence says plus 3.
Oh wait, I remember. I'm basing that off the fact that I only have a plug. I see where the confusion came up.
Right, so 4 plus 3, that's 7.
Alright, so 7 HP gained from Landrin, and you are now out of death's door.
Okay, he's going to slowly get up. He's not even going to pick his sword back up. Like, the moment he realizes, okay, things are safe, he's going to kind of hobble to the other side of the statue and just like, are you all right?
Alright, so this poor maid has got this look of horror on her face. She sees your blood that's currently still dripping from the statue. Looks back at you. And as those your wounds are kind of closing up. They're not fully closed. They're definitely a little bit sore there. If someone were to give you a good hit, it would reopen the injury. But the cure wounds definitely brought you out of the worst of it. And she's kind of like half like she's shaking in shock. Like she's clearly like happy you're alive, but now she's just incapable of speaking. She's just shaken and in really bad straits right now. She's kind of whimpering and crying now.
Yeah. They're there. Oh dear. He's gonna try and like gently stroke or pat her shoulder if she's sitting or squatting and he can reach.
All right. Roll me charisma.
Watch him roll a 1.
That would be bad.
14.
All right. So as you stroke her shoulder, she looks at you and she's, she kind of like lurches out and hugs you, kind of tightly for your small frame, and she's just she stops crying after a minute, and as you continue to pat her shoulder, she's like, "It was so terrifying," but she's still, she kind of begrudgingly lets go of you and kind of. Sits up on her knees, but she's still taking breaths. She's still trying to calm down, but she's not fully out of her shock. Just out of the worst of it.
While Landrin is doing that, I would like to run back to Lady Ruga and inform her of what just happened, along with Angus Flint being a supposed traitor.
All right.
And then get what she would like us to do now, because we believe that the guy that's currently in
Boric.
Yeah, Boric, thank you. While Boric is under observation, he may make a run for him.
Alright, as you turn to go to the room, you notice that Lady Ruga, despite the fact that this giant werebear is trying to catch up to her, trying to grab her arm and pull her back to the office, is running out fully armored with her sword and shield aloft, and she's running. "I'm coming to help." And as the giant werebear behind her He's going, my lady, this is no time for bravery. There are times for a lord and lady to fight, and there are times for when... Oh, shut up! Alright, and he falls behind, and they kind of slightly pass you, come into the room, and see this mess.
Landrin is going to kind of hobble up to her, sheathe his sword, and be like, the matter has been dealt with. He looks like absolute shit.
Alright, as you slowly walk up the steps, maneuvering around everybody, Kiko giving you some room, she sees how you look, and she's like, our mouth is slightly agape.
Oh god, he got the absolute living shit kicked out of him so many ways from Sunday, there isn't enough directions to describe it.
Do you need...
You're not incorrect.
Do you need medical... Do all of you need medical attention?
It's just going to point over to the servant who's shell-shocked. She could use some... He falls over.
Alright.
I'm just going to lay down a while.
Alright, so you're lying down.
Yes, hissing.
She comes over to you, she, pets your scaly head, and she's...
She's a paladin, isn't she?
Alright. Let me double check something. Fuck, her character sheet's buried in my shit, isn't it?
Look, lay on hands is very simple. You just decide how many you want to heal someone, and you take it out of the pool.
Alright,
5 points per level. Like, how many is she putting in?
5.
Yay. She only needs to put 3 in.
Okay. So, what die do I roll for this? It's 1d10, isn't it?
What's she casting?
Lay on hands.
Lay on hands.
Lay on hands is just an action.
You don't lay on hands. You decide how many points you want to take out of your pool, and you apply them with an action.
Alright.
The pool total is equal to 5 times the character's.
It seems you weren't paying attention when I explained that very thing.
Well,
just now.
Hey, easy now. Calm down, players. Everybody don't get frustrated now. Alright. Alright, so she heals you for...
3 points.
3 points. Yeah. So I think I finally found her notes. That's the max. Actually, that's the max she can do, not 5. I was totally wrong there. Yeah, so she lays her hand on you, and you take a deep breath in. And as she exhales, you feel this really warm touch from her hand as this glow, this really yellowish tinge, light glow and warmth flows over you. You feel like a slight burning heat sensation in your wounds on your chest and your stomach. They aren't burning or painful burns as much as it is like a quick little touch of pounce of heat. Like someone's putting like a really warm cloth all across the wound. And as she lifts her hand, your injuries have completely closed. There is a scar left in place from where it was. It looks like it's healed over the course of a week or 2.
Wouldn't that be 2 scars, given he was struck twice?
Yeah, it's like an X. Although it's more of a closer to a plus sign, because
he's got a really badass scar all over his torso now.
Mm-hmm.
Except he's tiny, so it's not that cool looking.
Nice. What do you mean? That's amazing.
I'll have to put her character sheet aside. Alright. Alrighty, so you're back to Max. So as she's done, she quickly runs over to... runs down the steps, checks with you guys. I can't do anything for a machine, but are you alright? She says a bit of
I am entirely untouched, though. I'll need a new coat of polish to get rid of all this disgusting meat flesh that's all over me.
He watches as the disgusting meat flesh begins to slaw off because Landrin is behind. Landrin is crawling up him slowly, prestidigitationing everything off his friend.
All right. Alright, so you press the digitation and wash the blood off.
It's going to take a while. He really got in there.
Alright, so she turns to you, Kiko. Okay, I already used... Do you need a hero now?
I was like, Kiko wouldn't mind being healed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm missing 7 HP.
Wow, what's her...
If she's level 2, she has enough to cover that.
She
is.
She is.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so... Alright, so like with Landrin, she puts her hand on your feathery exposed side for your armor, where the injury is, and same feeling, this glowing light pierces from her hand and washes over your body, and the injury quickly closes up, and feathers that were completely blast out aside from when the orc cleaved into you, some new feathers like poop, 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 pop right out from around the injury. But if you were to move them aside, you can see the scars.
Thank you.
Alright. She runs down the steps and sees the butler. And as you guys are all facing the back of her, you see her go like rigidly still. And you can see the hand that's holding the sword to her side as she sheathes it. You can tell she's got like a tightened grip to that sword as she lets go to it. And she kneels down and puts her hand on him. I'm so sorry. Braun! She says with a croaked, cracking voice. Braun's, in his werebear form, comes to the edge. Yes, my lady. Call the god. I want these rats hunted down. Are there any survivors? Is this everyone that you killed? Or fought? She says without
Angus
looking at
Flint. A man by the name of Angus Flint appeared to be, if not in charge, at the very least
you would know that at
supervising.
that time.
Oh, right. Fuck.
Gonna be Angus and beef when I'm done with him.
Yeah, so does anyone else tell her that?
Well, I mean, that's what I was originally trying to do before my action was rendered mute before she came in the room.
Okay, my apologies. Alright, so you do what you intended to do and give her the recap of the situation. And she's still knelt down with her back towards you guys. She's still tense. And Braun is still unmoving, not sure if he should follow through with her command. And then after a moment of silence, you hear the cracking of his bones and the clicking of his jaw clipping back into place, and as the fur just kind of pours off of him as he tears it off in chunks, and almost like a deflation, while at the same time there's this uncomfortable cracking of the bones. Eventually he forms back into the Braun you guys met, though he is now shirtless.
Wait. Can you smell?
I can still use my senses even in this form.
Tracks.
Tracks, where?
Smoke poofy gaggle. That way. Somewhere.
Alright, he goes down.
He was there. Yeah. He was going to point to where he was.
Because of the explosion. It smells smoky.
Alright, so...
You might find something.
Yeah. So he kneels down. He looks kind of, after he comes around the steps and sees the hole in the wall, kind of this shocked look on his face. As far as you could tell, just from looking at her back, she hasn't noticed nor cared about the hole in the wall. So he sees the hole in the wall, shocked, but he kind of, almost in an animal-like way, goes on all fours, but not like his knees are down on the ground. His palm of his feet are on the ground as he puts both his hands down. And you see his eyes kind of glow quickly into this big, like, darker shade. Like his whole eye turns to a bear-like eye. It's just this giant pupil for a moment. And he takes a really quick... Alright, let me roll perception with advantage. Okay. So, he takes a quick breath in and coughs. What the hell caused this explosion? Did one of you use a powerful spell?
I warned you that black powder was too dangerous. But was I listened to?
Hey. You weren't awake to know what it was.
Alright, so... so he kind of, like, shakes off his nose and he's still kind of coughing. I can't make out the scent through the smell of the powder. It's too strong. I'm sorry. I can't make out his scent. Yes, I rolled that bad, okay?
No, it's fair. Like, that's legitimate. Like,
I rolled with advantage, too. Like, I don't know how, like... I don't know how. I was rolling straight 20s with Angus.
Asmo, can you just promise we never meet Angus again?
I can't promise
We're
that.
gonna meet him. We're gonna meet him again. Also, I'm surprised he wasn't rolling at disadvantage because of the fact that, you know, a barrel of black powder just...
I was trying to give you guys... a little leeway. Plus, you know, yeah, black powder is a pretty strong smell, but animals have been known in certain situations to be able to descend, you know, like search dogs, for example. Even in the midst of like a fire and explosion, sometimes they can make out the individual scents of people if they like escape the building. That's happened. That has happened. So that's my reasoning for why he might be able to do the same. But even with the advantage I gave him with that rationale, I rolled bad.
Oof.
Yeah. So.
It happens.
Yeah, so Braun backs off and quickly moves over to Lady Ruga, puts his hand on her shoulder. Her shield hand, she drops the shield and puts her hand on his without looking at him. I'll go get the god. And he lets go and quickly makes his way out. She's still leaning over the body, still very still. Then she looks over to the maid who's now starting to get to her feet and quickly runs over and helps her up. It's okay. Easy now. Are you hurt? She shakes her head no, but she's quiet.
Eco, loot the bodies and meet us at the inn. Landrin is going to start waddling towards the inn to interrogate Borf.
Alright, so you guys are going to search the bodies or anything before you go, or?
Yep.
Alright. So Belstarius, you search the guy closest to you. So, as you shuffle around on him, you don't find anything of note. Like, there's no, other than his weapons, there's no satchel, there's no equipment. As far as you can tell, the guy had his armor and his weapon.
No kind of, like, note, message, anything like that?
No, he's oddly devoid of any kind of identifying equipment.
Not even, like, maybe on his body, like, maybe some kind
I think the term is less oddly and more appropriately.
Roll me investigation, Belstarius. Well, actually, you can all roll investigation if you want, but...
16, and then for investigation, plus 5. That's 21.
Alright, so as you look over his body, you notice on his arm, there what looks like to be this massive old burn mark, easily like a 2nd degree or 3rd degree burn. Where
he could roll a natural 1.
Oh, natural 1. You don't see shit.
Okay.
In fact, in your attempt to look, your eyes get all itchy because of the dust that's going up, and now your eyes hurt. So now, if you want to check the other guy, I'm going to give you disadvantage. So you lift his arm up and you see this old burn mark, but on the edges you can make out some old ink of what could have been a tattoo. So an old mark was removed from his body.
I will cut that square of flesh off of him and show everyone.
Morbid, but okay. Kind of roll me. Be a precision thing. So Dex, math.
X, that's 16.
All right, so
14
you quickly like slice a near perfect square of that part of his flesh. Rip. As you pull it off, some blood splurts up, and you see like the little stretchiness of the skin a little bit. And you pull up, and you display it in front of everybody else.
I may have found a clue on this meat bag as I hold up the bleeding hunk of skin.
At this word, the lady, Ruga, comes around, goes, "What kind of clue?"
Let's see. And you said it was a rune kind of writing thing, or
it's the burn completely has dissolved most of what was there. What you can tell is around the edges of the burn there is ink to suggest it was a tattoo that was burnt off.
It appears to have been. I tell her that's what I see. It appears that he had a tattoo, though it's not really clear what it was. There's only a small portion surviving.
Okay. So Lady Ruga kind of frowns a little bit. Says, "I wish there was something more substantial. Is there anything else on these bodies?"
Could I make a history check to see if I could make a logical conclusion as to what that tattoo might have been, as being familiar with the area?
Is it a complete enough thing to recognize even a part?
At best, you can make out what was once a fourth of the tattoo. And it looks like the shape would have been triangular, the whole tattoo. But again, you only got a corner of it at best. But yeah, you can roll me. You can roll me history, Jacoria.
What about religion, perhaps?
And you can.
Oh yeah, so I am absolutely positive I know nothing.
I could probably roll also on history. 9.
9. Kiko rolled a 15 on religion. Alright, so on the 9, you aren't sure what it could. It could be many things that you've seen in your lifetime, but as far as you can tell, just looking at it, you don't know. Kiko, with religion check, you do know that there are some old religions that use a triangular symbol for their religion. However, you don't know of any half-orcs or really any people around Nordred, or even some of the northern nations as a whole around the world, that really practice anything like that. So you logically conclude it's probably not in relation to a religion, at least not the religions you're thinking of.
Nope, not a clue.
Well, we can also extrapolate the fact that these guys were with Angus, and the people of these caravan came from the south area. So, who is this caravan associated with again? And other such noises. Am I making sense here, lad?
Yeah, I'll say, does the triangle relate to one? What was his name? The slaver guy. The Khan. Is it just the Khan? It was just the Khan.
Khan
Yeah.
Ra is how he's known, but
Khan Ra.
most people just refer to him as the Khan.
Is there any way a triangle is perhaps connected to him? Does he use that as a symbol or something?
Roll me history with advantage.
Oh no.
Being from the Southern Isles, I'll give you advantage.
Would someone like to, perhaps, you can ask Landon later. You guys get back from the top.
15.
Not bad.
You are passively aware that with the Khan's slave trade, they do use a triangular symbol to signify specific ranks. Typically, the ranks are associated with his direct enforcers. He is known, or at least believed, to have a small private army of them, and they are never in one place at one time. They usually meet up for assignments as he issues them. And you do know from your past dealings in certain, even shadier than normal thief crowds, that if you see someone with that symbol on a job that you're working, best to leave the job be. The expense it'll cost you versus what it could afford you is not worth it, especially if the Khan's forces are involved. It's not known how many or where in the world the Khan's direct enforcers are. Only a small set of the most elite of them are around him all the time, whoever and wherever he might be. But it is known that the enforcers are sent all across the world, well, to enforce the Khan's will, and to also ensure any operations he has going on are assured to be successful.
There's 2 less. That's how many there are.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was going to say. Well, we know where 2 of them are. Maybe 3 of them, except we kind of lost him.
Maybe.
Might want to bring that up with her ladyship.
Yes, Kiko's going to relay this information to the party.
Alright. So Lady Ruger overhears this, and her brow furrows even more. She looks towards her dead servant and her now frightened maid, and to the destroyed wall. And she turns to you guys very slowly, and her eyes are piercing. She is barely blinking. She is in a state of her best attempt to contain her rage. The reward for your operation has gone from 50 gold each to 100 gold each. And I don't care what you have to do. I want you to slaughter these pigs. I want you to make them squeal. They come into my home. They come into my village, my country, and wish to destroy it. They wish to harm it. They wish to send it into turmoil. And I will not watch this happen. You get that midget bitch dwarf to talk. And if you don't, I'll do it myself. As for the catacombs, I'll be sending a full force in 2 days down there. But if I send a full force, it won't be stealth. I want you to go in there before them and ascertain, as I assigned you, what's going on. If you fail and die down there, my men will destroy everything. And I'll deal with things the old-fashioned way.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, she slowly walks back to the maid and escorts her to a back room. But all the while moving with this bold, stiff, rigid sternness. You can tell she's putting 100% of her effort to control her rage. Even when she opens the door to let the maid through, it's less of a open and more of a almost knocks the door off its hinges kind of move. Alright.
So, how long does it take Landon?
Alright, so
Okay,
Landon's already out, so he is making a beeline for the inn.
Yeah.
yeah, he's got a
Full
pretty
speed ahead.
steady. He's got a pretty steady lead on you guys.
So
We better keep up and go interrogate this meatbag.
right?
Yeah, we're finding that dwarf.
Well, the dwarf is in their medical facility in the village.
All right, so
I
once,
suppose that's where we're going.
All right.
so once Landrin arrives, he's going to, he's going to prestidigitation most of the blood off of his robes. But, well, it's not even his robes. He's wearing his little suit, which now has quite a few holes in it. Like, good God.
Alright, 1 second. I got to find my damn sheet. See, this is the downside with having...
I am carrying that little square of skin with me to use as quote-unquote evidence, unless somebody else took it.
Okay. Alrighty. Right here. Alright, so you guys all make a beeline for here. Boom. Alright, so Landon's already there first. So I'll have you guys join him in a second. Alright, so Landon, you run through the village. Once you run through out the manor, Lady Ruga's manor, you notice that Braun is leading a large force of guard right past you, straight to the manor, and a set of them are also looking around, starting to ask people questions like, hey, after that explosion, did you see anybody flee from the mansion? Where to? You just hear all that going on, but you're hyper-focused to head right to that. And Braun didn't even notice you, because in his own desperation to get things moving, just ran past you with his men to the manor to ensure its security. As you run through the town, you see the smoke pluming up. If you look up, you see the smoke pluming up from the manor behind you, and everyone in the village, especially in the residential area, are all either coming out into the streets in their nighttime, because it's starting to get late and a lot of people are heading home. Some people who were still in their work clothes, who just got home, are now out in the streets looking on. Some people who were already home, getting ready to call it a day, are coming out in robes and nightwear. And they're all just looking at the plume of smoke. Some look fearful and desperate. A large number of people are calling, like, hey, let's run to the manor! Ensure the lady's safety! Hurry, hurry! And just a swath of people are heading in that direction. So as you run through the city, you see the inn, and you notice some people kind of zoom out also to assist with whatever's going on. You run past them and run in. And in there, because that's on hand, you see the, once you run in, you see the bartender is there, kind of looking freaked out himself, like looking out the window, seeing the smoke from over the adjacent buildings. He's like, what the hell? But other than that, the inn is more or less deserted.
He's just going to turn over to the innkeeper and tell him, it's been resolved. Her ladyship is quite safe. And he's just going to ask, could you tell me what room Mr. Borf is currently recuperating in?
Bork, you mean?
Borf, whatever, the dwarf.
Well, as far as I know, he's not in the inn. He's the only reason I know his name is earlier there was some other gentleman who came in quickly asking about him, see if he had said he was a friend of his from that caravan you guys were all in. Older gentleman.
Angus, right?
I didn't catch his name. He just
Which way did he go?
Well, I told him where the medical facility was, and he
bought
a drink and then booked out.
Okay, I thought I was heading straight for the dwarf.
No, you said the inn.
How recently was this?
This is about maybe 5 minutes before you walked in. He ran in quite a fright.
Okay, Landrin is... hey guys, everyone else, are you heading for the inn where... God, fuck.
Well, they're
I'm having an aneurysm right now, don't worry. Guys, you're heading for the medical facility, right? Guys?
Yes.
I say we're going for wherever we were told.
You guys told me you were following Landrin.
I thought he was at the inn.
He's not.
Let's say that we followed Landrin. He was going the wrong way, so we got to go get him and then go to the medical facility.
Alright.
Here, I'm going to hold on. I'm going to cast. Where is it on my sheet? Here it is. I cast Longstrider, and I am spending the entire time dashing, and I am moving fast.
Alright. So you book it out of the inn. As you do, that's when you reunite with the party. And you all...
I'm recasting Longstrider at 2nd level.
Okay.
So that Kiko, if you dash, you're rogue. So Kiko, you and Landrin can dash 80 feet per round. So let's fucking go.
You know the meme? I'm fast as fuck, boys.
God. Gotta love these sheets. Gotta hate them. All right. So you guys book it at full speed across the town. You guys have to go through the merchant district, and as you do, you see Miss Novri kind of on the side of her business's walls. She climbed up to get a better view of the plume of smoke. Oh, boys, hi, boys, what happened? Weren't you going?
Can you make us go faster? Could you make us go faster?
Well, she, crap, I don't have any spells like that on hand, but she would probably know one. Fuck.
He knows haste. I'm going to be incredibly happy.
Let me double check something about haste.
It only lasts 10 rounds, but stacking that with Longstrider, we'd be moving, let's see here, doubles... we'd be moving 160 feet per turn.
Alright. Yeah, let me double check her level. Alright. So, as you yell that, and she, hears the, she hears the desperation in your voice, she quickly goes, alright. And you see her you see her exoskeleton hands kind of do a flutter in the air as her main eyes close, and she casts haste on the whole party. Kind of exhausting herself a little bit, though, because it's a whole group of people that are a good distance away from her.
You're a lifesaver.
And she yells,
Thank you, Matt.
good luck! Let me know who it is who's doing bad things, and I'll eat them later.
We're feeding her Angus when we get him right.
Can we call out the name?
You guys are running past pretty fast, but you can.
We're gonna call out his name, just so she knows.
She kind of nods, mostly hearing you. And you guys run all the way past. And as you guys are going down the market district...
Wait, what do you mean by mostly hearing us?
You guys were facing the opposite direction and running away from her. So yelling...
Oh no, she heard Angus. She's gonna eat all the cows.
Oh no.
I get that. Angus beef. Oh, fuck you. Okay, so you guys run... so you guys are running through the streets at breakneck speed. You guys are hauling ass right now, and you are making headway. And as you guys go, you see at the end of a street a fairly large corner building. It's like easily 4 times the size of the average residential building you guys have seen. It's about 3 flights up, and there's a sign over it that says Ursine Village Medical Medical Transit. Medical facility. So you guys, seeing that, run straight at it full speed. And as you guys do, where's my Sharpie? Ah. All right, sure. the door. And windows. Alright, so you guys book it inside of the building. And once you guys enter, you see a reception desk right here. And a couple people behind it. And a myriad of medical staff all moving around. Right, so you guys...
Landon's sprinting right up to the front desk. And he runs up it with his enhanced speed, and he just stares straight at the receptionist. Did a older gentleman, come in asking about a one-handed dwarf?
No. No one's come in.
Where is the one-handed dwarf?
The one on...
This is a state manor.
Are you a friend? Are you family? Well, you're not family. Who are you?
Landrin, Professor Landrin, a pleasure. We're under orders from the lady to interrogate him. Where is he?
Do you have proof of these orders?
I'm going to...
Just represent her, I'll put that there.
I appreciate your adherence to protocol. He's going to be assassinated in a few seconds if you don't let me through. Where is he?
Alright, so
Landrin's done fucking around.
Roll me perception.
This is the finding out portion of today's events. Where's my d20? I'm rolling it.
Roll me persuasion.
Let's see. +2, soft 20. Holy shit.
Alright, so in your fervor and in your desperation, she senses you're not being deceptive and that you're being genuine. So she kind of nods quickly and goes, "Yeah, up to the second floor, third room on the right. I believe that's the one you're talking about, Boric Halfheart, correct?"
Correct. Zoom.
Right. And she quickly gets up and you run around, and she's gonna follow you guys because she is gonna make sure her patient's safety. So you all head up the stairs, and she follows directly behind. Alright. So you guys make a beeline through the hallway, and you see the third room on the right. The door is ajar.
Running through it.
Alright. I need to draw for just a second. Alright, so you run into the room, and you see...
I just like to preface this. If I see Angus, I'm making a short sword attack on him.
Alright, so you guys enter the room, and you see the window open, and you don't see Boric.
I'm going to look out the window.
Alright, you're on the second story. It's late at night, sunset, so roll me...
I have dark vision. Fuck you.
Fair enough. Roll me regular perception.
Dice, you've been vaguely... Okay, I would like to walk
Believe
back
in
up.
the liver of the dice.
What the fuck?
Yes, Asmo, not fuck you. Not fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm just really frustrated. This is going...
Did you get a nat 20 by chance?
I haven't rolled it yet. What are the...
Roll?
What? Yes.
You did get a nat 20?
What? No, you hate me. What? What?
Asmo called it. Nice.
You got a
Did you just reverse jinx me?
Yes.
What?
Alright, that means you meet his stealth roll, because he rolled a nat 20. So you see below Angus, but he's by himself. And he looks up at you.
Landrin is just staring straight into his eyes with this expression that just says, just done.
Alright. And as you guys stand there, he holds up a bag as he grins up at you guys.
Okay, I cast Spider Climb on Belisarius. Go get him. No, let me check Spider Climb and see if I can cast it on multiple people.
I just want to point out that the bag he's holding up resembles a bag of holding.
Oh, did he put the
Orc's
body in
dead.
there?
And
Oh well, we have a new witness. We have a new witness to deal with. Excellent.
Remind me, Spider Crawl. Its effect.
Spider climb, transmutation. Get first casting one willing creature you touch. Okay, it lets you walk on walls and ceilings.
All right. Is it a concentration? What is it?
It's an action, but yes, it is concentration.
It's super useful, is what it is.
All right. So you roll that on Belisarius and telling him to go get it. All right, Belisarius. What do you do?
You can walk on walls, my dude. Go take our captive.
Wait. What targets does it have? Is it single
Angus. Get Angus. You have.
Are you saying like who? Like,
The spell.
are you saying you can do it multiple people, or is it whoever you touch to do it?
I will point
I
out
touched
that
you.
while you're doing this, he's running for it.
Landrin is going to try and climb down.
I don't have that kind of movement speed to get
All right.
catch him. with the
Roll
strength to
me
catch him.
athletics.
I can catch him.
You should probably do Kiko then.
Okay, I do it on Kiko.
I can shoot at him.
Yes.
Shoot at him.
So-
all right, he's running for it. But if you want to
Are
shoot
there-
at him, there's
civilians?
There's civilians and shrubbery, like a little grown trees in the courtyard.
Are there civilians between me and him? If I miss,
There is a couple people walking back and forth, but if you miss, you're only slightly likely to hit them.
He's not.
15. Wait,
I
that's
will.
why.
Well, as he's doing Kiko and Kiko's getting ready to pursue, I'm just going to take a shot at him with my crossbow.
All right, roll.
15. I'm just going to DM it.
Oh, natural 20.
What?
Damn.
Nice.
All right, so with your mechanical eye, you kind of like have a zoom in function slightly for a minute there, and you launch. Roll damage.
Where's my? That's a D8, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 2d8, and then add whatever your proficiency modifier is once.
DM something because someone starts talking every time I do.
That's.
Oh wait,
that's what-
you can't see your fucking screen. Never mind. There's 16 total on the athletics,
Okay, good.
Okay. So
which is amazing for him because that's
12
16
damage.
All right, remind me of the damage.
It's
Did you remember to double your dice amount?
Yeah, because it is.
yes, I rolled 2 dice.
All right.
Excellent.
So one was a 7, one was a 3. So and I get a, I think it's +2 because it's a heavy crossbow +1, so it's +1 ranged and piercing.
All right, so
I'd like to imagine you put that in
Total
this
is
angle.
12. So yeah, I was aiming. Well, I aimed at center of mass, but
and you said 12.
12 damage.
All right. All right. So
What is
as Angus is running, the bolt, like, expertly misses any of the people kind of walking back and forth in the courtyard, and wham! Right into his left shoulder blade, I should say, and it kind of lurches him forward. He's like, all right, now let me roll. That would be a good roll for that.
Even if we don't catch him, there's probably a blood trail.
What the fuck? Okay, so he kind of quickly reaches over with a weird amount of flexibility, yanks the bolt out, and books it even faster, doing like a quick roll forward over the injury, though he seems to be shrugging it off, and is now booking it into the open streets.
So what is the distance
And
between us and
right
him
now
right
he's
now?
easily 200 feet away, and now with Landrin's roll 16. So Landrin, while all that happened, you crawled down and you are now basically right at the edge of the wall, ready to book it to follow.
I'm recasting Longstrider, so I'll try and catch up with him. Dash,
Wait.
and that's 80 feet per turn.
Hold up. I thought
Almost
you
was
cast it
close.
on me.
No, I cast Spider Climb on you. Spider Climb. You don't have to
Spider
use an
Climb.
athletics test. You just
Sweet.
run down the wall.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, I got a question though.
What?
If I sound frustrated, it's because I am.
I get that. Didn't you cast Longstrider on Kiko earlier?
Yeah, but we all got hasted.
Yep.
Yeah. Would those stack? Like, because hasted has a different effect than just make you go fast.
I will note that you guys can still see Angus, and he's heading towards the merchant the merchant district.
Because, like, if I do my math correctly, Kiko goes zoomy. Kiko might actually make 200 feet in a turn.
All right.
But I haven't done
Right now it's you guys, then him, you guys, then him. So, till you guys catch up, I'm not gonna make you guys roll initiative. But...
So, what is the effect of Longstrider? What does it do?
It adds 10 feet to your move speed, and haste doubles your move speed. So I don't know what your base speed is, but base speed for most
30.
races is 30. So it goes to 40, and then it doubles to 80, and you can dash for 160.
Actually,
And then I can dash again as a bonus action for 200.
320.
Wait. 320? Oh, yeah, 80. Yeah. Wait. So 80.
Basically, you're accessing the speed force at this point.
Wouldn't haste double your base speed, so it would be 60, and then plus 10 to that, so it'd be 70?
That would be more reasonable, I think.
Yeah, because I don't think it adds 10 to the base, and then that's doubled for haste. I don't think that's how
Either
that works.
way, it
think
puts
it's
me
70.
10 feet in front of him.
Oh, 10 feet in front of him.
And Landrin is... Landrin is, let's see, 70, so 140. Landrin is 60 feet behind him then.
Okay.
Because he moves 140 this round. Jesus.
Oh, damn. Alright, so...
I want you to imagine Angus's face. Like, he's done everything right. We fucked up because
He's had some
you put the
viciously
idea...
good rolls. It's fucking weird.
I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm honestly mad about that in thing. You didn't even think to correct us in character.
Huh?
I'll yell at you afterwards. Just a stupid stupid
no,
thing.
I told Lady Ruger told you guys that he was in the medical facility.
And I
didn't hold anything back. You guys were told that.
Well,
you remember that scene in Indiana Jones? Go between them? Are you crazy? I said go around. You said go between them. I said don't go between them. That's what happened to us there. That's the confusion.
Okay. So Kiko, with your own, you are now, yeah, like you said 10 feet ahead of him?
10 feet ahead of him.
Alright, so you're 10 feet ahead.
Rapier in hand and a bag in the other.
Alright, keep in mind you are surrounded by people right now.
That's fine.
Alright, so you...
Green, get him.
So you draw out your weapon to your side, and a lot of the locals were just walking around, some with their eyes up. A couple of them all of a sudden notice your rapier's out, and they're like, what the hell?
Landrin, at the end of his movement, will just point at Angus and scream, "He's that man!"
I will say, I think they'd probably be more interested in the fact that there was just a fucking bird that appeared, like instant transmission in front of them.
Oh. Well, that's what they're noticing your weapons drawn. They're noticing you. They're like, what the fuck?
Zoomy.
And, hold on. Let me roll something.
I feel like this is one of those, like, low-budget movies where it's, like, the bad CGI of someone going really, really fast.
Yes.
What?
That's what I imagine.
Okay, so... Angus quickly grabs the nearest guard, which is just a guy who's kind of walking out of a business building with his helmet to his side. He's just talking nicely to the owner. He quickly runs over and he goes, "Help me! I'm being chased by that thing!" And he's really laying it on thick. He is acting up a song. He's really selling the old man like being in his 60s, he's like, "I'm being chased. Please help me." And the guard looks at him, looks up at you, Kiko, with your
Assassin.
weapon drawn.
At him. Yes, I'm gonna point at him with my rapier, and I'm gonna.
Roll me persuasion with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. What? Wow. He didn't even have to roll persuasion.
No, he did. I rolled.
Oh.
And it's going about as well as he has so far.
He rolled weirdly well.
That's fine. It's a 6.
Wasn't a nat 20. If it was a nat 20, I'd already have the guard on your ass. Ooh. Yeah, so you point at Angus, this 60-year-old man, and say, "Assassin." The guard looks at you. Look at this feeble old man with a cloak on. His armor's not exposed. His weapon's not exposed. He's just this old man leaning against this guard. The guard quickly throws on his helmet, puts tells Angus, "Please go inside, sir," and draws his sword. And he yells out, Get the Keku! He's trying to attack this old man!"
You don't want to do this.
Alright,
Okay.
now you have about 5 or 6 different people around you who are all, like, especially some older guys are now starting to walk towards you. Not all of them are armed, but they're looking to, grab you and grapple you. You are surrounded.
Did anyone... I have a question. Did anyone... I screamed, "Get him first. This is bullshit." You didn't even react to that.
Well, you're still 40 feet away, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, my reasoning was you can't...
Angus's turn. Yeah.
Well, my reasoning is you can't yell that far.
I mean, I suppose you could,
40
but
feet?
Well, it is in an open street. Hold on.
That's fair. I don't know.
Open street full of people, it's loud, you're 40 feet away, and you're 2 feet tall.
And if you want to try and roll real quick with disadvantage...
No, it's fine. I'll just murder him.
Alright.
yeah, I'll say, Kiko's just gonna ignore these people. Like, he's gonna follow, Angus. Like, just straight up.
Okay.
I was gone for a second, opening the window so I could listen to the rain
So-
in lieu of not being able to play saxophone music in my sorrow. Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so Angus was essentially shoved in by the guard into the business that the man just left. He's now inside the building with the door
I
shut.
know.
Alright,
That's what Kiko's gonna do. Just run straight in.
You try and get around the guard?
Yeah, what's he gonna do? I move 200 feet a turn. 210 feet a turn.
Roll me athletics to avoid getting grappled by any of these people. And I will roll
How
for
about
them.
acrobatics? Can I do that?
Yeah, acrobatics. That works.
Are you Mario jumping over these people?
Or like shifting around them.
Yeah, I was thinking like sliding, like doing the baseball slide between their legs since I have enough speed,
Alright.
24 total.
That beats all their rolls. Yep, so you quickly bolt past everybody, and as they try and jump at you and grapple at you, with this swift, graceful, swan-like, dance-like motion, twist around them. Don't even get close to hitting them with your currently equipped and out rapier. Just it moving along with you like a third appendage. Just moving swiftly through, and then you go to the door. You are going to need to open the door, though.
Oh, that's fine, because when I open the door...
It's locked, so... You know, try and kick it in? Or...
That's perfect, because I'm going to use my Fast Hands ability, and as a bonus action, attempt to unlock it with my Thieves' Tools that I have tucked away on my person.
Go ahead.
Yes. I can make a dexterity sleight of hand check. $15. Unlock the door.
You successfully, after a quick jimmy, you are in a bit of a rush, so it isn't your best quick lock, but you quickly hear the lock click, and the door swings open.
And I'm just gonna remember how I said I had that bag in my hand?
1 second, I gotta roll something, because while he was in there.
If he gets a stealth check, I'm going to be really, really, really upset because he used his action to move and everything.
If he gets a natural 20 on his stealth check, I'm going to be angry. But yes, he gets a stealth check. He's a rogue.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
They get it as a bonus action. So long as it's not a nat 20 this time.
He got a 19, so it's not a nat 20. And with his plus,
pretty damn good.
With his plus dex, that comes out to 24.
I see. Well,
what was
I'm
your? Roll me perception with advantage.
Ooh. I don't know if I can. I can't. I don't think I can beat it anyway unless I roll a natural 20. Yeah, no, 15.
You enter the building. You don't see him, and the store owner is knocked unconscious.
Well, I'm going to drop that bag. Just dump it out, literally right in front of the door.
Which bag?
And I'm going to. Is there a way into the back room, perhaps?
There is there's a staircase that leads upstairs in the corner. There is what appears to be a back alley entryway, and there's also a chimney behind the desk.
Okay. What's most likely? Back out here. Roof. Up the stairs.
Alright, so you head up the stairs?
Up the stairs.
Alright, so you run up the stairs. And as you ascend the staircase, you come to what appears to be like the bedroom of the owner. The room. When you enter the room, there's a bed. There's a couple. There's a desk in the corner and a couple boxes lined about. But you don't see anyone. You want to roll me perception to see if you see him in the room?
Is there a window?
There is a window.
Is it open?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. I'm going to go out the window. I'm going to climb up.
All right. So you go
Also,
out.
by the way, I mentioned the bag. It was full of 1,000 ball bearings. I dropped it in the door frame.
Ah, that explains.
So, yeah, if they want to come in, they're gonna have to not trip.
All right. So before I narrate that, the rest of everybody in the party, what are you guys doing right now?
Well, Landron's actually in range to intercept, and as he's running past, he's not going to go in the door. He's going to stop for just half a second, look at all the guards, and scream at them. No one gets out the windows. No one gets out the door. No one gets out the chimney. Watch them, you. And he's just going to leave. He's going to run to the back entrance. He runs in.
Before you run to the back.
No, back. No, I'm going to finish the fucking meme first. Runs in, gives orders, refuses to elaborate further, leaves.
Okay. Roll me persuasion with disadvantage.
That's impressive.
You just running up and you screaming demands angrily to a bunch of people.
Let's see. It's really fun. Let's see. 17. 19 soft.
That's your lower roll?
17, 19.
Because 17 is your lower roll. Alright, so... Okay. Alright, so you stand tall and you give these instructions. You seem so angry and so heated that they sense the honesty coming from you. So the guard is now even more confused. He's like, wait, what? Now
Irvin, protect you, motherfuckers!
Everyone else, all the other people around are now even more confused, but each of them quickly, the non-guards, because there's only one guard there, the rest were just a bunch of guys who were trying to help, they quickly grab, like, either broom handles or things nearby, like a chair leg, some kind of blunt weapon, and they all go around the building on both sides. Not sure what's going on, but two people versus the one seem to think that the old man was a bad person. So just to clear everything up, they all decided just to help you guys out. So the guard tries to kick in the door, but the ball bearings won't let him in. So that fails. Actually, let me do a strength check on... Crap, do I have a...
While his new army of zealot militia are trying to bust in the doors, Landrin is going to run to the back entrance because he's got a ton of movement speed left, and he's going to.
He failed his strength check, so he can't kick in the door. So now the guard is just gonna watch the front door while everyone else is circling the building.
No. The door's still open. There's just a bunch of ball bearings. He has to make a DC 13, I think, Dex check or fall prone.
He falls on his ass.
Nice.
So the guard runs in now in an attempt to assist you. Falls on it, and you hear the clank of his armor as he just falls on the ground, prone.
Set a trap for my friends.
All right, so that's religion. What about Dracoria and Belastarius? You guys are all the way back to the building. What are you guys doing?
There's really not much we can't catch up. So I'm gonna just investigate the room to see if Boric left anything, like on his bed, before his untimely demise and absconded body.
All right.
So just, I guess, investigate.
All right, roll me investigation.
I'll use the help action to provide advantage.
All right. Roll me investigation with advantage.
15 plus... So let's see, for investigation, that's +5, so that's 20.
Hey, is that the better of the two rolls?
Oh, right, I gotta roll 2.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the better of the 2 rolls.
Okay. So, soft 20, not nat 20.
Yeah, soft 20.
Alright, so as you guys quickly shift around, as, calmly, because, the other two ran off, so you're like, they got it. And Belastarius with one hand lifts the bed up, and underneath the bed, you see a rolled up scroll.
I will take that and open it and read it.
Alright, it's written in Dwarvish. Can you speak that?
Yes, that is one of my languages.
Alright, so what is written in it is, I'm so sorry to my dear friends, Nova and Argo. I did what I thought was best for us all. I truly was trying to give us a new hope in these dark times. But it turns out I failed you. The Khan is currently trying to flow in more slave trade into Nordred, and we were going to be an assistant to start a rebellion. The slaves were going to be used by the rebellion as an additional blunt force to increase their numbers against the loyalists. That is all I know. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. Borg.
Well, our interrogation's finished.
So I've dictated this out loud, so Decoria heard everything.
Alright. So you guys did that in the room. You found the scroll. I guess we'll switch back to the perspective of... Alright, so, Kiko, you said you were going to jump out the window?
I'm going to climb up the building, because that's what I'd be willing.
So you're going to go out the window and climb to the roof.
Yes, spider climb, so you just flop up there. No issues.
So you get to the roof, and nothing. There is no one on the roof. You want to roll perception around the building? From the perspective.
Please.
Alright, roll me perception with advantage. With your bird's eye view, literally.
Oh, jeez. That didn't help. 15 again.
Alright.
He's got to roll low at one point.
Does he?
He does.
That's probably a lot angrier than I meant it to be.
He might have a +8.
So you look around the building, and you see nothing. Well, you see the people, you see people run around, you even see all the panicking people all surrounding the building seemingly, but you don't see anyone matching Angus's description. You see just the crowd moving around their daily business, some still rushing to the manor, some who haven't seen the smoke plume heading to their homes for late night. The crowd are all kind of just moving about, but you do not see anyone that matches who you have come to see as Angus.
Damn it all.
I'd like to do two things. Firstly, I'd like to cast Detect Magic. I'm sorry, your spider climb goes away. The second thing is I would like to look around, and in addition to looking for Angus, I want to see if I see any illusion. Like, invisibility, or specifically invisibility, or, disguise. Does this make sense?
Yes. Roll for that.
Just one more time. Come on, just give me one good thing. It's not a natural 20, but with my negative to wisdom, that's an 18.
All right. So you don't sense that much magic protruding anywhere around you. Just some basic amounts of it coming from certain people that are magically attuned. You sense a lot of it, almost like a gigantic plume of it coming from Miss Novary's shop. A visual of it would be kind of like a gigantic, flowing candle, fluttering candle, a purplish candle of light, of Arcana magic just flowing out of there. But as for your immediate surroundings, there is only a minor trace of magic that isn't attuned to any specific person or coming from Miss Novary's shop across the way.
So I've got fucking nothing.
Virtually.
This is the part where you yell, "Damn you, Angus!"
What way was the window facing that he escaped out of?
The window was facing. Well, do you know that he escaped out that window?
What fuck?
Keep in mind, there's the chimney,
Hey,
the staircase, and the back alley.
Let's just go to do our sewer thing now.
One last resort, I suppose. Kiko's gonna walk over to the chimney and look down it.
Alright, so you look down the chimney and there's some plumes of smoke coming up, but it's just straight down to the fire.
No, I'll say if there's if there's a fire there.
Smoldering fire, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Any spells for all the help that's going to give.
So by the power of deduction, he went out the back alley. The moment the guard you deduced that the moment the guard put him into the shop and closed the door, or he immediately knocked out the store owner and ran out to the back alley before anyone could get around to it.
Maybe yelled that to Landrin, who's got all his movement and is right next to the back alley.
But he's on the roof.
He's probably...
Yell it to Landrin. Yell it.
Sure.
He's probably gone.
I will inform Landrin down below me that there is, he definitely left out the back alley. Not that it matters at this point, because he's probably gone.
Well, he doesn't have as much movement as us, so Landrin's going to try running down the back alley.
He
Right.
doesn't, but...
Roll me perception, Landrin. Wait, did I lose you?
No, you didn't lose me. I'm just staring at the dice.
Okay. What'd you roll?
Okay. I want you to... it's got digits on it. It's got about as many digits as I have nuts.
2?
2.
You see an alley.
No. I'm saying the number. I'm saying the number has 2 digits, not that it's a 2.
Oh, okay. What'd you roll?
20.
Oh, you rolled a nat 20. Oh, nat 20?
Technically, I rolled a 19, but that's because I get a -1. No fucking way.
Okay.
Oh my... What is tonight?
So you see in the corner of the alley a brief bit of air you smell with your dragon adopted and dragon inherited senses. You smell a whiff of musty air coming from across the way, and at the end of the alley is what you could tell is meant to be a hidden kind of trap door, but it's... Your sharp eyes notice the corner is slightly exposed underneath some bins of this little trap door. And when you go over, you quickly move the bin, which was which you notice is kind of sticky to it. So you lift up on the hatch with the bin moving with it. And you can see now with the hatch opened that the bin is nailed to it. And you look down, and you see an opening into the catacombs underneath the city, with a little bit of tuft of some fabric from what you recognize as the same color as Angus's cloak. It's a dark, musty gray.
All right, I'm operating on the fact that I have enough movement to catch up with them in a round or two, but I'm gonna make sure it's open and exposed so Kiko will notice it on his way in, and Landron's gonna hop in.
I say, could you call to Kiko, perhaps? That would help.
Kiko, down the alley. There's a door. A trap door. Scrooge McDuck dives in.
Yep.
You're
Second Kiko hears that, Kiko's going to go to the sound of the noise.
Okay. So Landron, you hop in.
Well, enter, but you know what I mean.
Roll me initiative,
Oh dear.
along with everybody else.
Well, I mean,
Oh, well,
in
yeah,
all
yeah.
reality, we're like
You
six
guys
turns behind. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
what's the point? They
We're
split the
jumping
party,
in the
so there's no
catacombs
point.
all alone. Yeah.
I'll say you guys don't roll initiative. I'll just assume you're on your way to them.
During this time, does that count as a short rest for me?
Yes.
I'd just like to say, I think my hate boner I think my hate boner is writing checks in blood that my body can't cash.
I just want to point out, Landon, you dodged death at the beginning of this game, and now by
And you're
yourself,
jumping right back into it.
by yourself, you are chasing an experienced rogue. I want to make sure you understand what you're doing here.
Requote. I requote for a second time this night. We must stop them. Why? Because we're here, and no one else is going to do it for us.
Wait, I gotta roll something.
So we is an important part of that sentence.
Alright,
Right now,
roll
it's just
something.
you.
See, 6 plus 3,
Okay.
Would be better to wait for the party.
19 total.
Well, it's irrelevant. The decisions have been made, so we'll just let it play out.
Alright, so you said you had 19 total?
19 total initiative.
Alright.
Dex is actually Land's best stat.
Roll.
So since this is gonna go on, I'm gonna go take my halftime break.
Alright, well, we'll all do the halftime break. Let me just get everybody's initiative first, and then we'll consider this our official break.
And I have to leave. See, it's 3:52. I've got to leave a little after 4:30.
Okay, so...
What a thing to roll a natural 20 on.
Wow. Okay, so initiative is now Kiko. Alright. And for the first time tonight, Angus rolled a fucking 1. And it was on initiative, of all things. Like, you guys don't know, like, I even did just some test rolls, not some actual rolls, a couple times with the die I've been rolling with for him, and it kept getting like 19, 20, 20, 19. I did that a couple times, trying to figure out like if the dice are loaded. And I rolled with that same die again, nat 1 for initiative. So. Alright, so halftime break, guys. Everybody take a 10-minute. And relax.
I'm really excited and praying that Kiko makes it in time because he only needs like 1 or 2 turns to make that distance. And Landron might just survive that long.
Kiko has 210 feet of movement speed right now. What do you
but you gotta get out of the building. You gotta get out of the building. And I think it's a little over 200 away.
Alright, so...
I'd run in there and pull
How
his
far?
While
ass out
we're
of
taking
there.
our halftime break, Lions, Eamon, hello. You probably are gone by now, dude, but it was great having you when you're here. Ball, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Again, I'm assuming Ball's not watching right now, because I have no idea how long ago that was, but that was super generous of you, Ball. Thank you. If you watch us back, much appreciated.
It was at the start of the record. It was at the start of the game. He just popped
Okay.
in and was like, "What's up?"
Okay. Well. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not gonna interrupt the game or anything with this stuff. Halftime break is the only exception, and at the very end of the game. Sure.
We've had
Hello,
one or two
everyone.
people pop in.
I'll say,
Hello, everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hungwell Hamburger Halftime Special. There's a lot of butt hurt in the air. I'm probably acting way stupider than I usually am as a wizard. How are you all tonight, folks? That about sums it up, doesn't it?
Oh, wait, you're waiting
Debating
for
on
us
whether or
first.
not it's a good idea to try and save Landron's life a second time for today.
Alright, so, but, how's everybody doing tonight? Is everybody having fun? Is everybody,
I'm enjoying this.
It's fun, but this is even worse than the political stuff.
Oh, God. So I'm going to be completely honest. Like, I'm running off...
You're running off what?
I'm running off like 2 hours of sleep from yesterday.
Jesus
I
Christ.
was playing Solaris. So this is just like great to me.
How are the new updates?
I don't know how
Tell me, how are the
I don't know
updates?
how I should feel about that. I don't know if I should be like, wow, he's enjoying his time, but like, oh, he's enjoying his time because he's
Okay.
fucking exhausted.
But hear this. No. But hear this out. I feel like I'm playing my character better when I'm tired.
I don't know if is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Fuck if I know.
That's
I'll figure it out.
competence-induced insomnia.
Yeah, pretty much. But to answer your question about Solaris, I am actually enjoying the update because talk about the dick update. That's what it's called, by the way. It's just straight up called the dick update.
I've not played.
I'll tell you what, your character acting is great.
Oh,
Both
thanks.
of you, all four of you. Oh yeah, that's just great. Golden.
Oh, thank you. But I gotta say, this is like my worst type of character I can act. Like, I'm so horrible at this.
Nah, you're fine.
Okay, it's mostly because I can't do the voices, and I kind of forget what people say.
I can't really do the voices either, but I try. As long as I'm having fun trying, I think I'm doing good.
Landron has discovered his resolve this day. He didn't know he had anywhere this much grit in him. As far as he was concerned, he was a little bit. What now?
A little bit too much resolve.
Just a tad bit. It's fine.
Someone's
Actually,
gotta yank him back just a little bit.
I think Dracoria is a little pissed about it. I don't know if I can't. It's hard to read voices sometimes, but he sounded kind of exasperated earlier. It's like, oh yeah, everybody's just running off. Yeah, great.
I think we're all pretty exasperated.
Yeah, I'll say
I'm excessively entertained, actually, but
to be fair, we do have to press our advantage while we have it, and we know where he is, kind of.
If Landron can keep him in combat for one turn, Kiko has his ass, and he's done.
Yeah, I guess I should take a halftime show to draw up the map that Landron's in.
I actually do have one question that does relate to the game. How far exactly was Landron away from Kiko?
That's a good question. We're moving over to our host, Asmaged. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Fantastic. You were about, I want to say, with the alleyway, including your distance and height, the building is about 60 to 70 feet away from the hatch.
Okay, yeah, I can make it easy.
With the height you're at, though, I'm going to add another 60 to that, so you're 120 feet away.
Okay, yeah, that's still within, like, a turn, and I can attack.
Unless you want to try and jump down from a 2-story building and run directly into that, then I'd drop that down to just the 60-foot distance, but you'd also have to roll an acrobatics with disadvantage. And if you fail this, you're gonna get hurt.
Well,
go on.
Here's the skinny of it, folks. It would appear that all Landron has to carry through on is to ensure that Angus Flint does not leave that spot in at least one turn's time, and then backup arrives. Like, there is every chance that this might be pulled off. How does Kiko feel about his performance
Angus
here?
is still in the escape mode, which is likely.
I'm gonna fail my acrobatics check, but I got a question. What's the architecture of the of the town look like? I probably should have asked this before.
It's standard medieval Gothic style buildings, mostly wood structure.
So is it like with like the white wall, then like the overhanging like second floor?
Yep.
Okay. Do they perhaps have like this is a back alley, so I don't know if they would have like things sticking out of the buildings. Like just anything that I could like grab onto. That could assist me in coming down effectively.
The walls are fairly flat. There is like that X cross kind of like brace, like wood braces of the building's wall, which are a slight indent out that you could like try and get your fingers to hold on to.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe I could use that instead of just like straight acrobatics, or instead of disadvantage acrobatics, just roll straight. Maybe if I use those.
I would say with those in mind, I'd make you roll just flat acrobatics.
Okay, that's what I need. Then I can do it. I can do it. My chances are.
And like I said, I've got a half hour or so to go. So
yeah, hopefully if we can finish this fight, in that time, that'll probably be the cutoff point. Is when the fight finishes.
Yeah, so if it's just one person, it shouldn't take too long. But
given how it's going, something tells me there's going to be like a brief thing, and Angus is going to somehow manage to slip away.
Well,
we're calling you out, Tim. We're calling you out hard.
You can ascertain that is his main goal. His goal isn't to fight. His goal is to get away.
If he slips away, I'm picking up Sentinel.
I'd say wait for backup, and we all go in together.
I'm just gonna say this.
I will say this. I'm not gonna. No. I'm not gonna MacGuffin it. I'm not gonna MacGuffin it. I'm not gonna make him get away no matter what. You guys have every opportunity to catch him here. It's all rolls. I will roll for his attempts to escape. You guys just need to roll better.
I'm going to say this once. He's been rolling to escape this entire time. At what point does he recognize that he has to do something other than try and move elsewhere?
When
he's in a sewer, and we're faster than him. We're in a sewer, and we're faster than him.
Actually, has a show. Okay, good. That shows up pretty well on the. Alright, so this is the entry point. I wonder if I should.
But otherwise, I mean, not even otherwise. I just enjoyed this so far. Like I am having a blast.
We'll make some corn. I'm going to make corn dogs. I'm going to make corn dogs.
Of all snacks.
This has been the Hungwell Hamburger Halftime Show. Thank you all for joining us.
Nice.
Okay.
Actually, I just had a weird thought.
Those are always fun.
What if Jacoria is so pissed about what's going on, he took this opportunity to bail?
I thought about it, but I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I'd give him time.
He's right there. Yeah, I sensed your exasperation, so are you actually genuinely frustrated or just a little annoyed?
I prefer to have this conversation not in public.
Okay, that sounds more serious than I was thinking. Alright, I guess we'll have that. Oh, I can mute us. Alright, we gotta wait for Landry. He said he was going to make corn dogs. How long does that take typically?
Depends on what he's using.
If they're not frozen, about if he's making them fresh, a long time. If he's not, 5 minutes.
I gotta hurry this along, so.
Yeah, I'm on a timetable.
How much longer do you have? Another half hour?
25 minutes.
25.
Yeah.
Well, it's 10-minute drive, so I'm scheduled 5 o'clock.
Well, I'd rather not
So,
try and rush this fight that much, and I don't know.
Up and grab my stuff and head out the door.
I'll say we'll call it here for today. We've been going for a good amount of time. Yeah, so we'll pick up next time with the fight with between Landrin, technically Kiko when he gets down there, and Angus. So
Hey, I'm going first, so I'm gonna be down there.
right. But yeah, we'll hold off for that. Thanks to everybody hanging out for the stream. Those did. Thanks to Ball for being generous during the stream.
Did you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I unmuted a minute ago.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks everybody, and we'll call it here.